welcome back to the series as usual. I am your host, Wise Wolf. Sorry about the avatar. I forgot to change it from my Call of Duty session over on Dr. Crow's channel at Dr. Crow's Carnival of Disillusioned. Please go check it out if you want. If you're interested in some SCP as well as Call of Cthulhu. Anyways, today we're going to be reading Scion of the Force, a episode 1 Phantom Menace rewrite by... I forgot his name, actually. But yeah, this is just part 1. He rewritten the entire trilogy, and none of it's good. But don't take me alone as the one, because I'm certainly not suffering through this on my own. I mean, I'm not that insane. Yes. So, first, let me welcome my great co-host.
I wish to fortify the bars of the dragon's cage, so the dragon doesn't break through the dent made by the bucket. I am fortifying this iron cage.
Just roll a Smith skill test.
Correct.
Sveiki visiem.
Sveiki visiem. But before you say anything, he's not the only one here. No, that would be too easy. How about we welcome in a fellow Pokemon trainer, shall we?
Hello, it's me, Grant Harper, aka the Military Guy, or you can call me Beezakin Skywalker.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that name, ever.
You can just call me Grant.
Yes, welcome on board Grant Harper from Grant Harper, the Emotional Guy.
The Emotional Guy.
Yeah, the Emotional Guy. But of course, he's not the last one. For I have one more guest.
You may fire when ready.
What?
Hello.
It is me, the YouTube Emperor, and I am the one that originally found these scripts, and now regret ever doing so in the first place.
Congratulations, you introduced me to a whole new world of pain. Because guess what I've read these before with Grant Emperor as well as Coolman 229, but he's not here. Anyways,
it was dreadful. So much so I think I remember correctly. I never bothered read the actual text itself. All I listened to you guys because man.
Yes, I was the unfortunate soul that had to read this, but now you all get to read this with me because you walked to a whole new world of hurt, my boy.
Well, I recommended this, so...
So before you say anything, just remember...
EA Sports. Go fuck yourself.
So now you cannot file any complaints against me, because there is no HR department.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, so... here we go. This is Scion of the Force, the second draft, fifth revision as of July 2019.
Scion. What the fuck Scion means?
It's essentially like an armor. Hang on. I forgot exactly what it's actually a word. Hang on. Definition. A young shoot or... yeah, it's just like a youngling.
I think it's more like the second one, the descendant of a notable family. That will be
like
important for Anakin's character later on in the script line. And trust me, it's way dumber than you realize.
And
I don't know. I think it would be better if the children, not the Force, would fit better. But no, this have to pick this one.
More interesting, to say the least.
So yes, this is Star Wars Episode 1, Scion of the Force. There is no dialogue here to read, so everyone's just going to commentate as I go on. Or you want to join it. Anyways, title card. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars Episode 1, Scion of the Force. It is a time of enduring peace for thousands of generations. The Jedi Knights have been the guardians of peace and the champions of justice in the prosperous Galactic Republic. Ages ago, that peace was destroyed by the evil Sith Empire, when the Republic was conquered by the vile Sith Lords. Centuries of darkness befell the galaxy until the Jedi Order finally drove back the forces of tyranny and death. Now that evil has secretly been resurrected by unseen forces, bent on reviving the dark plague that was once defeated long ago.
Oh
What a
shit!
short opening crawl.
Yes.
His opening crawl just spits out trying to because if you read his outline beforehand, he claims that Star Wars villains should always be black and white, completely evil, and that the Separatists were stupid villains because they had hints of gray in them. So the entirety of the second passage is just trying to tell you, the Sith, they're evil. How evil? Like very evil, like so edgy and evil.
They listen to Linkin Park. They listen to Linkin Park constantly and nothing else.
I mean, vile Sith Lords. Why?
You do realize that Separatists exists,
Some Siths were fucking vile.
Yeah, no, they were. But anyways, this thing is written like a script, so strap in.
Yeah, I've seen some fanfics that are written like scripts.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's cringe.
Act 1. The blackness of space is pierced by a lone starfighter piloted by a Sith assassin named Maul. His ship is quickly closing in on its target, a secret deep space fortress of the Republic. The hooded Maul, cloaked in shadow, wields a crimson-bladed lightsaber, its blood-red glow illuminating the darkness surrounding him as he cuts his way inside and forcibly boards the station. The outpost's naive attitude and lax security establishes the comfortable but vulnerable state of the Republic, and we are already running into our first problem.
A red flag.
Okay, this is a secret deep space fortress of the Republic. Even if they were lax and comfortable, they still would have pretty good security measures, because this is a deep space fortress we're talking about that's also off the books.
This is secret deep space. It will probably be something filled with high-tech weaponry.
This is a fortress. It must be armed.
Yes,
otherwise it's
with
defenseless.
They should be equipped with the best of the best technology that they possibly can afford.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever's on here must be pretty damn important.
And that would mean like the hangar was already open. If it was it's supposed to be deep and secret, why are there open hangars? Why aren't there sensors to tell there's a ship coming in, radar, anything?
Because there is a way to sense in when somebody's jumping out of hyperspace.
If that's the case, couldn't they just use a security blast doors for these hangars?
I mean, couldn't it just close the back door? Even if it was closed, they would have picked up a hyperspace signature.
Yeah, it's just I don't think what's worse, this one or the trade blockade?
The trade blockade's far better.
At least it was a little bit more interesting. This one is just idiotic.
Anyways, the Sith Lord mercilessly slaughters everyone, leaving no witnesses. He then steals the Old Republic secret reserve of various treasures, including a massive red kyber crystal. Why is this here?
Kyber crystals. When was this made?
Wouldn't kyber crystals be stayed with the Jedi since
Didn't the Sith use a different kind of crystals?
Yeah, they used synthetic ones. They made
I was
it was
that.
pretty much the synthetic crystals were like abominations of lightsabers. Those weren't real kyber crystals. They were just pure malice and hatred.
Mm-hmm.
That's the canon version.
Justified the ego to Sith, basically.
Oh, that's the canon version? Anyway, so... Alright, so... back to the work. Okay, once completed, Maul activates the station's main holo generator, contacts his Sith master, and presents his work. Priceless valuable, surrounded by slaughtered bodies. What an awful gift to give me. That's like giving me jewel-encrusted diamonds, but you've also slaughtered over 10 people to get it. It's like, what the frick?
They're Sith.
The murder is
Heck,
all
even,
right.
like remember, Darth Vader walked in at a scene and was like, "This is extremely sloppy of you. I expected better." It's like,
Oh no,
hey,
it gets worse. It gets worse.
the wrinkled visage of Lord Sidious, also obscured by his black hood, asks Maul about his mental state.
Mental state.
Really?
Oh,
Mental state?
I think I remember that the Sith Lords never asked their princes their mental state.
I know this. He just suddenly goes like, "Hey, Maul, how are you feeling?"
This is just weird.
I just imagine Maul lying down, and Sidious is his therapist, like, "Tell me how you feel."
Anyways,
Carry on.
all right.
Oh.
Maul replies that the rage of the Death Sith Lords of Korriban has filled him with hate, which has allowed him to grow powerful. That the Jedi represent stagnation and repression, and that the Sith will bring order and justice to the galaxy. I love democracy.
No.
I love the Republic. You just did my song. I love democracy.
Yes. Like, who doesn't love democracy? It's the greatest thing in history. You can tell people that they're wrong.
Anyways, carry on.
And that the Sith, that the weak deserve to die, and that those who oppose them are evil.
Showing no mercy, basically.
Yeah, they killed them all with extreme. You know what? Actually, hang on. I got the perfect one right here. It represents this.
And there's one. And there's one more.
I think your boy Maxwell's letting his new authority get to his head a little. You should probably have a talk with him.
He's just under a lot of pressure.
You do not deserve God's mercy! If he will not damn you to the afterlife, then I will!
I mean, words only have as much meaning as we give them.
Sinners will be allowed no quarter! Kill them all! Let God sort them out!
You're
Fucking hell.
So there's one more thing you need to know about Sigma. He's like a massive Red Letter Media fanboy. So you'll notice. So while you're reading it, you'll notice like a lot of things that are written. It's basically because of Red Letter Media. If you remember watching his Attack of the Clones review, he complained about the Sith never getting any. Supposedly never getting any explanation beyond their evil. They have red lightsabers. There's an entire opening he's trying to give more depth in the Sith, but in actuality, it's just exposition dumping that doesn't matter later on.
I actually find funny that if Lincoln complains about that, then you should be complaining about that in the original trilogy too.
You know, it's like this is like because the Sith were shown to be evil. They weren't explicitly told. We were shown it. Anyways, Darth Sidious replied that his time on the Sith homeworld has successfully unleashed his full strength like the Force Unleashed. Anyways, he declares Maul's training complete, bestowing him the rank and title of Darth. Finally, Sidious states that soon the Republic will fall, and the Jedi will die, and the Sith Empire will finally be restored. Darth Maul destroys the station, a massive explosion as he departs on the ship. Anyways.
Okay.
Wipe to the huge towering junkyard of the planet Corellia, home to countless orphaned slave children. Among them is our protagonist, a young teenager named Anakin.
What's wrong with Tatooine?
No, now that doesn't matter. Because we are supposed to assume that Corellia is in the inner core. So meaning slavery is happening in the core world and the Republic just doesn't care.
Wait, Korea.
Okay, let me check real quick. Yeah, it's in the core worlds.
Holy shit. No, this is even worse.
Okay, I just checked, yeah.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, no, like, the Republic
happening
explicitly banned slavery. The reason why it still exists out in Tatooine is because the Republic's influence is weak in the Outer Rim. Yeah, like, we're talking about, like, core worlds. Corellia wouldn't be where the Republic's influence is actually at its strongest.
Oh, boy.
Like, I can imagine something that has no, like, Coruscant underworld. I can believe that could have a little bit of slavery since, no one likes going to the underworld. But, like, Corellia is an important planet to the Republic. They wouldn't let them get away with everything.
Like, I'm pretty sure like, they're a major ship-rolling planet. Like, they're not quad, but they are important ship. But they are a pretty big ship planet.
It's one of the most important. Let me look it up, like all the shipyards planet, because I know Corellia is one of the most important ones behind Kuat in another one. I want to say Fondor, but I think that's canon instead of Legends. Let's see. Lands with shipyards. Okay, yeah. So there's Corellia, there's Kuat. I know there's a third one that's really important. Oh, it is Fondor.
Yeah, Fondor, Kuat, and Corellia.
That's where you built all the ships.
Kuat has these massive drive yards. They allow them to make like 100 Star Destroyers a day. Just remember that. That's a terrifying thought. But that they make all these starships within less than no time. Anyways, he's regaling the youngest boys with the story of a giant black fire-breathing dragon that red eyes and impenetrable scales strong as steel, who terrorize the people. Smaug.
Smog sounds
I
better.
am fire. I am.
Have you heard
death.
Durasteel?
I have that intro actually. It's for Latvian originally.
Yeah. Maybe I should like redub it in Latvian or something.
Yeah, but I'll be interested to hear like what a Latvian Smaug sounds like.
Okay.
Until who terrorized the people, killed some maid, and no one dare oppose it. And that is why, my dear friends, we need to tighten our restrictions on dwarves. Because wherever there's freaking dragons, there's always dwarves somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, I understand the symbolism. The dragon is black with red eyes. That's Vader. And there's like a... I know one time Toby posted a image of Anakin and a dragon. It reminded me of that. Weirdly.
Until one day, a slave boy had the courage to stand up against the dragon. Anakin says the young hero made a makeshift sword and shield and took on the dragon when no one else would. But then one of the boys interjects, "But then the same sword hurt a dragon." Anakin sinks at first and retorts, "But the hero didn't die. He was too strong and powerful. He and the dragon became as one. And from then on, he was as powerful as the great black dragon. And he used his power to free all the slaves of the galaxy."
I wonder what that's supposed to be symbolic of.
I already said what's symbolic of.
No, in a story, it's pretty simple, like what we're going for here. So, hang on.
It's like that that cave scene from Clone Wars 03, but somehow worse.
At least that one actually is cool. Makes sense. At least it was cool.
That one had cool music and cool visuals. This is just this is more exposition. This entire script line is just exposition dumping.
I'm that funny that the person who wrote it like shits on the prequels, yet for some reason it creates this piece of space garbage.
It's like I once said this. I once said this to a friend of mine when she decided to share with me the entire infamous rewrite script for Phantom Menace, and I absolutely hated it. I said this to her, is that I will admit that the prequels have their flaws, but every attempt to quote-unquote fix them has been god-awful, which stands to test how solid the prequel stands today, in contrasting to everybody else that says otherwise. Because flaws and all, it still stands up in the face of this, whatever this is supposed to be.
I don't understand. Like, the prequels are the most rewritten story movies ever made. Are there any like movies that have that many rewrites?
I'm trying.
No, I don't think there is.
I think.
If you really look for them, but the prequel reruns are the only ones that are really popular.
Yes. Okay, where were you?
It's mostly because of the rise of the Clone Wars 2008 series, which made people go like, well, the prequels had good ideas, but bad execution. So then they rewrite to have so-called good execution, which ended up being so bad.
And simply made it worse. Actually, worse than the original material that they claim to hate. Basically. That's so unfortunate.
Yes. Anyways,
the bullies ridicule Anakin.
Continue.
Yeah, the boys recon out for changing the story when a legend they know, and scoff at Anakin as they climb back up to their loft high among the junk stats.
Then
Anakin's
wait,
best friend Deke shows up.
Deke? Fucking
Deke.
Deke!
DIC.
Oh, okay.
Boner.
Yeah, Lesbian. Can you please repeat what you just said with Deke?
Dick? Oh, wait, no. Boner? That one? Well, that's probably not it.
Deke.
Dick Entertainment.
Deke Entertainment. Dick Entertainment. DIC Entertainment.
Oh
the alphabet,
god,
everybody.
I know Star Wars has like ridiculous names, but Deke, Boner, that one. Oh come on. Oh. Oh fuck it. Well, I have a better one. Dick, more like Dick. Oh. Okay, that one works too.
It's a thing I do where I take really, really good quotes you guys say sometimes.
You have to like my other quote. It's ask, not ask. You ask.
Deke
Yeah, I got
Entertainment.
it.
Dick Entertainment. DICK Entertainment. Well, yeah, it's
Alright.
Deke as in DIC. As I was listening.
Alright, let's.
Anyways.
And then I also have a quote up on here. Crocker's just cracker without the A.
Simply, if you want to know how it's spelled, Deke Entertainment, just the DIC part is DIC. That's it.
Yes, I know how it's.
Oh.
Yeah.
In that case, hang on. Give me a few. And better and Dick. Wait, hang on. What did you say about the? Yeah, I can't keep all your quotes in one
Wait,
place.
alright,
Yeah.
like, okay, the quote was Dick, more like Dick.
All right. But I'm having more fun collecting random things. I'm having more fun collecting random things for you guys than I do actually reviewing this.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's
makes sense.
continue.
Yeah, I'll go
Read this.
now. Okay, Deke consoles Anakin and reassures that he likes his version better. I wonder why.
Oh god.
The
Oh
slave-
god. It's self-insert. Run!
No offer
more,
self-insert. I hate when fanfic writers do this.
Unless it's a parody. But even that is pushing it.
Yep.
Oh, wait. There we go. No, wait, this one. Anyways, accompanied slave drivers show up and all the boys scattered in their quarters. Accompanied the slave drivers are Anakin and Deke's owners, a fat, disabled alien who demands to get back to work to make sure they wait for tomorrow. How has he not been afflicted with all the diseases in the galaxy yet?
Disabled alien. What the fuck disabled means?
I think it's supposed to be like all shriveled up or something.
Why couldn't I be like Watto? Oh wait, what's
Because stereotypes. Because that's totally doesn't make you a racist.
Untidy, disordered.
Time to play Where's Watto?
untidy. Yeah, that fits Watto.
Anyways, the two best friends head back to the makeshift boat or shovel. Resume working on Anakin's swoop jet.
Oh, there it is.
Swoop jet.
Swoop.
Swoop.
One fell
Is that
swoop.
Yeah.
the Droop Snoop? A fucking Snoop jet. There's an actual. No, there's Swoop jet.
You might as well call it the Snoopy jet while you got
The Snoopy jet.
Swoop. Fucking. There's an actual
Snoopy jet.
Swoop jet.
Yes. You might as well.
The
Holy
Snoopy jet. Snoop.
Congratulations, Grant.
Might as well call it Snoopy jet. Anchor Bear fists off the Red Baron.
Yeah.
Anyways, I
digress. On here.
Continue.
I get to collect one coal from Emperor. Start being interesting.
Oh, ow, I've been roasted.
Start being interesting.
The bond or the various enhancements they each added to ensure Anakin's victory at tomorrow's big race. Deke promises Anakin that they're ready, and they wish each other good night. See, we are good friends. We are good friends. Let's eat some ice cream. We are best friends.
Oh my
We are best friends. Why? Because we are best friends. And here's
It'll be fine, okay.
Anakin pulls out his own personal hover droid, about the size of a hockey puck. And says to it, "Remote droid, show me the princess again." The hover droid projects a hologram of a strikingly beautiful girl. And hang on.
Okay. Oh, they're ripping off New Hope.
Yeah, no, this is.
Oh, not again.
It's a rip-off. That's another problem with all these rewrites. They're just they take the original trilogy and put it in the prequel setting. Like, see, no, this is the good writing.
Even
That's
if
a tactic that does not work properly, unless it's
That's-
echoing.
they try that with the sequels and it failed. Even if even if the Last Jedi tried to fool us that it tried to be new, it still had scenes that were ripped on from the original trilogy. Not even rhyming. They were repeating.
Salt.
Just to pander,
That was
just
not
to pander-
poetry. It did not rhyme.
Just remember, people. Salt. A salt planet.
EA Sports. Go fuck yourself.
Well,
The man actually like tasted the ground.
Just to rip off the original trilogy.
This is
Yeah,
why I
people
say
still
that
think
it wasn't.
Anders
This is why I
is
say it
very-
wasn't
no.
salt. I say it was cocaine.
cocaine.
I just
fire.
imagine that trooper. Anytime he land on a new planet, he just grabs a spoonful of the ground. Like, yep, this is dirt.
Salt. Why salt?
I actually kind of understand. You know, a salt planet actually would make sense if it was like an ocean that was a huge ocean that was dried up, something like that. But it's never been
when you try to put
explained.
logic into Disney, your brain will break. Trust me. It's very
Wait a minute.
obvious.
Wait a minute. Salt. When it touches it and traces it, it's red. So on the wound, I don't know. Maybe it was just me.
Salt on a bloody wound. Oh, okay, now that's just fucking symbolism.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
like-
I realized it.
There's so much friggin' salt there. You could start a salt mine.
Pretty much it's a metaphor.
Probably there probably was.
He
But
looks
anyways,
on in wonder for a moment until we hear Deke's voice. Hey, Star Killer, stop! Reach upstairs and say, "There we are, princess and such here."
Star Killer? Really? Star
Yep,
Killer?
His name is Anakin Starkiller.
What's wrong with
Skywalker.
Skywalker?
Oh, no, sorry, hang on. No, sorry, Starkiller is his racing name.
He doesn't have a last
Ah.
name yet. You'll figure out what happens when he does get the name Skywalker.
No way, a princess is gonna. Anyways, yeah, to see Deke still looking at the threshold, Anakin looks sad, ponderous. There's a rumor the King of Alderaan's gonna be there tomorrow. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yep, give me a few. I'm just going to look it up very quick. I don't know. Just let me check. Yep, there's royalty.
yep. Your royal assness.
Why do we try with this script? I read this so many times, so now I know what's about to come next. I have it imprint to my mind how bad this is.
Okay.
We'll get there when we get there. Anyways. Deke looks at him like he's crazy. Keep dreaming, fly, boy. And throws a rag at Anakin. Boy. It leaves. Agate shuts out the lights and heads out to climb the highest junk tower and say, "Well, the story falls." Once he reaches the top, he watches wistfully as ships freely leave the planet in front of the galactic core, streaking across the night sky.
He's muted.
Oh. I think he's doing something.
Okay, let's see.
Jesus Christ, this writing is terrible.
Okay, let's see. Keep flying, flyboy, blah blah blah.
Star Killer.
He also uses like a bunch of unused concepts from the original trilogy, because the original trilogy is godlike, so anything they do, we have to just do it a second time because that's the good writing.
Even though these people never realize it takes place after the prequel, the original trilogy takes place after the prequel trilogy.
Nah, it'll be fine, Grant.
Yeah,
nah, it'll be fine.
It will be.
No, why? So if you're back, let's
go
keep going.
away now.
I never left. Just somebody came in, or I just need to talk to someone real quick. Anyways,
okay.
Anyways, and a luxurious star cruiser carrying the Alderanian royal family arrives at Coronet, the capital city of Corellia, a core world with extreme inequality.
Extreme.
And you see some of the most, like, you look out the window and you see like the most malnourished mother ever, and then you see like the most fattest motherfucker on the planet. It's like, yeah, it's extreme inequality right there.
Well, that's basically Los Angeles for you.
Besides, you want it. Well, you got Los Angeles to use as your example of extreme inequality, and if you want a wasteland, just look at Detroit.
Wait, do you mean like, when they say extreme inequality, did he mean like between Alderaan and Corellia? Did he mean like Alderaan was like a shithole with everyone being poor except the top 1%? Because trust me, because he put in Alderaan to make you care about him more, but trust me, by the end of this trilogy, you'll be glad that Tarkin took out that planet.
Hey, what are you talking about? I was already glad he took out the planet. He eliminated the rebel presence on Alderaan, secured peace for the Empire, and then the terrorists had to go and blow up the Death Star.
Well,
he brought down the poverty and homeless rates of Alderaan to 0 in one go.
He brought down every bad thing that's affected the planet: famine, war, hunger.
That was but Alderaan was a planet of somewhat 1 billion people, at least.
Yep.
Yes, but still, listen. Those 1 billion people helped. What he did helped out those 1 billion people, and he'll help out more because guess what? With what happened to Alderaan, now the mineral rights have been transferred over, and now they're mining it for valuable resources that they wouldn't be able to get otherwise without breaching zoning laws, environmental boundaries. I know, I'm not joking. That's actually in the lore. Or they essentially mined the asteroids of what remained of Alderaan.
That sounds like an actual good business plan.
Yes, you see, therefore, Tarkin did good. For proving why the Empire did nothing wrong.
Yeah, the destruction of Alderaan shows that the Galactic Empire shows no mercy at all.
Anyways,
keep
a
going.
core of extreme inequality. They are here to see the famous jet racer Star Killer.
Hey, we say at the same time.
Yeah, really, Star Killer? It's like you're here to see a freaking swoop jet racer. Okay, and keep telling yourself famously that. Accompanying King Bail Organa. Hang on.
What?
Sorry, I have to check. Because I don't think he was ever a king. He was a politician.
Yeah. Fun fact, the actor for Bail Organa, he was in a Stephen King miniseries. I think it's called Tommy Knockers.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
Okay, according to this, he was His Serene High. Okay, he was the first chairman and viceroy of Alderaan. He was a senator, and no, he was never the king.
Yeah.
He did marry the Queen of Alderaan, but as you know, he died on it.
So he's not really a king by birth.
No, but this time politics bad, so we have to do absolute monarchy because these people have the attention span of a drunken goldfish.
Drunken goldfish.
Their teenage daughter, Princess Eris.
Eris.
Hang on.
Aerith.
Oh my! And Vale is just such a terrible person in this trilogy, and I don't know why.
How is he horrible?
You'll figure out soon.
You'll find
For
out.
one, he's taking his entire family to this dangerous, slave-ridden, crime-ridden planet just because he wants to look at a race.
Oh, calling him royal assness was pretty apt.
Even ignoring the part, he doesn't care about the slaves at all. He could at least just went by himself, but no, he got to bring his wife and daughter along because it'll be fine.
Imagine that when they land, they meet like the most well-dressed noble in all of the galaxy. He's got a freaking pip cup and everything, and he's just fly as all hell. And then he's not even walking; it's just slaves doing the walking for him, and they look absolutely freaking horrible.
Holy shit! Okay.
And they smell like they haven't bathed since they were born. It's like, I'm sorry, but when you say extreme inequality, I think it's one of the most dirtiest peasants in history. There's a bunch of shit covered, like their faces have like shit on them. And I mean actual honest to God shit. Anyways, they're brightly polished protocol droid C-3PO and the rest of their entourage, including 2 Jedi Knights, Void Sinat and Malorad.
Nah, those don't sound like Sith names.
Because Riot said, thank the maker my ass. So
The royal's personal bodyguards, encased in armor and armed to the teeth.
Well, I don't mind our armored Jedi.
That sounds
armored Jedi exist. They're called the Jedi Protectors. If I remember correctly, hang on. Yeah. Jedi Protectors. Because I think that's what they're called. The Jedi Temple Guard, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's...
Oh my.
Anyways, it is unusual for a prominent royal family from a core world to attend a Just thing though, Alderon's Corellia is in the core worlds. And that's like, okay. With its seedy reputation and illegality on most core worlds, however, King Aurelia insists on seeing the hotshot rookie that is currently so revered and
jet.
Pilots usually don't live very long.
So he just doesn't care about these people at all.
Okay, why the hell he changes from pod racers to swoop jet?
Because pod racers remind you of the Phantom Menace, and Phantom Menace is bad. That's the explanation he gives. He literally takes out anything that can slightly remind you of the prequels because, as he said, I don't want you to be reminded by those garbage films.
What's wrong with the pod?
No, the pod actually fits more with this whole
Podders.
The pod race. The pod. Okay, the pod is actually more interesting because it looks like a chariot.
Mm-hmm. I wonder the reason why you removed the word pods. All instances of the word pod is because it sounds similar to the word pog.
Congratulations, Emperor.
Pog was probably made was invented before this shit, and after this shit.
Anyways, we get they're also under protection of their Jedi Knights and thus safe from harm. We get into the massive arena at Skytrek as the Royals fly near to Lux's balcony seats. A cloaked shadow is seen moving in the shadows. There are figures seen moving in the shadows. Appeared to perhaps be another villain like the one from the opening. What? A massive hollow reel plays overhead, setting up how dangerous.
No,
Swoop.
no more, please, please.
Swoop it.
Generates. He is. I'm gonna kill my throat one of these days.
Oh, hi, hello.
That this is the Galactic Championship race. He's not only once a decade. How lucky! How convenient!
Very convenient.
Yeah, fuck, I do not have anything that rates the convenience, so all I can really say is,
Can you use a reaction?
I'm trying to figure it out, but I guess I'll just go.
Just as I thought.
Because it was either that and it was either that or this.
Look who's saying that.
But
It's,
what the racing is?
and that Star Killer. Star Killer sounds like a very edgelord name to have.
I guess Shark Killer sounds badass.
When it's connected to the gear, but it's connected to a freaking racing pilot, Star Killer sounds edgy.
Yeah.
But it's going up against the best racers in the galaxy. The royal shady host suggests that their daughter, the princess, offered a traditional kiss to the winner of the race. But one look at the street races is absolutely repulsed. Well,
she's definitely racist.
Do not hold disdain for my attractive physique. Perhaps if you groomed yourself more eloquently, you will not find yourself a bachelor still. Even more so, perhaps the young lady you court will return your correspondence when she tires of the surgeon or magistrate she fancies. Saddle goose!
No more, please, please.
Why? No more reactions?
No more of this script.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Yeah, because I probably should have reminded you this like a long, long time ago, but apparently I must.
So remember, I am your god.
It was quickly rebuffed by the queen and then ejected by the bodyguards. Or they just lift him up and then yeet him out.
They swoop him out of the cliff.
But as he's escorted out, oh boo, he wasn't yeeted. Eris notices one of the pilots isn't so nasty looking. Thinking, okay, that's pretty elitist of you.
I already said she's kind of racist.
Yeah,
And look who's saying that.
Let me guess, she's probably inbred. But you know with royals and their inbreeding.
Oh my god.
As we move this flight colors, we see our handsome hero revealed at the starting line. For an instant, their eyes meet. Anakin's is basically taken back by her beauty. And why is there where did all this yoga come from?
This is basically
God.
shit.
Okay,
That's romance here.
Okay, this is the.
You thought you were going to. I'm sorry, did you actually think you were going to escape that joke? You will never escape it. And she by his rugged appearance. Okay, first off.
Do not hold disdain for my attractive physique. Perhaps if you groomed yourself more eloquently, you will not find yourself a bachelor still. Even more so, perhaps the young lady you court will return your correspondence when she tires of the surgeon or magistrate she fancies. Saddle goose!
Yeah, he needs to get rid of that yee-ass haircut.
Oh, God.
No more.
Take to prep a sky pod. Oh, boo. Which they spend all their free time improving. Dake asks if Anakin wins. If he wins, will they let him keep his winnings this time? Anakin says, it's the Galactic Cup. This much money? this many people watch it, they have to. They just have to.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god.
Oh boy,
Agents with this order tries to take him for the race, demanding that Anakin wins. He declared he'd give his ways to the Coronad's Orphans Fund. A Hut.
So Corellia is also ruled by the Hutt's whore.
Okay, what? Their influence extends that thin inwards? I mean, okay.
At this point, I think we're supposed to assume that Corellia's in the outer rim, but if that's the case, why not make your own planet and say it was in the outer rim if you don't want to use Tatooine? I'm in a server with him, Sigma Eggles, the one that wrote this, and I straight up told him, why couldn't you just use Nar Shaddaa? At least that would make sense. I mean, you can have to still keep the mega city. You can enter the outer rim and make sense of slavery. You can still keep the things you want without, breaking canon.
Anyways, that's Anakin refuses, saying he's going to use the mind to buy his freedom, Deke's freedom, and even buy the entire.
No, here we go. Here we go.
Snoopy Jet. Stupid Jet. Snoopy Jet. Snoopy Jet.
Jet race industry.
Oh, god damn it, swoop. Swoop jet. That sounds like something like sounds like a Transformers name.
Swoop jet transform.
It's like a it's just Jetfire's fucking weird ass cousin.
It's right. It's the redhead stepchild of the Jetfire. It's the redhead stepchild of the Ariel family. Yeah, let me check. Swoop Jet Transformers. Hang on. I'm pretty sure it's like one. Okay, there is a transformer called Swoop.
Yeah, there is a character named Swoop.
So then so you would have to be related to Swoop then. Anyways,
Yeah, it's the pterodactyl Dinobot.
Yeah, his owner threatens him if he doesn't comply and sarcastically hopes he survives the race. Meanwhile, the rival
Swoop Jet.
Here we go again.
My God, Swoop Jet's coming and running gag.
Jet racing gangs decided they had enough of Anakin's winning streak and set out to fix the race by using dirty tricks. It is an action-packed race. A breakneck roller coaster ride above a variety of different areas of the sprawling megacity and filled with countless reversals of fortune. Princess Aerith's fights are still rooting for our dashing young hero.
A dashing young hero.
What's wrong with that, May?
It's like all the odds stacked
against. He said Padme is like a terrible name for a terrible character.
It barely survives and wins at the last possible winning in the winner's circle. Hang on.
What?
And anyways, for winning, barely survives win at the last possible moment. For winning Galactic Cup, up against 110 billion Republic credits. Anakin's about to accept the wedding and winner's but just then, he sees a blinding reflection shining in his face from the shadows. It's his odors and his thugs, and they're holding a knife to Deke's throat.
What the fuck?
Hey, Emperor, you don't say anything else about your name?
What?
No, come on!
Come! When did that happen? Oh,
don't worry. You can change your name. It's easy.
S to the I to the M to the P.
Name changed.
Shut the fuck.
I'll have you know, if there's one person I would simp for, is Anakin. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyways, in order to save his best friend from being killed, Anakin announces that he donated to charity. The crowd cheers, but the pain of losing his freedom is visible on his face. Ace, yes. Yes, have your dreams broken. It brings a red smile to my face. Anyways, alright, the Princess Eris attempts to make her way to the winner's circle, but is dragged away by the Queen and her departing entourage. The Queen chastises King Organa for bringing their daughter to such a dangerous race as they quickly exit. It's like, I can't believe you had to sit me down here with those dirty peasants. It's their filth ready on stench extends in the air. I'll grab a review. Hey, hello!
These peasants. Now I could just think of that meme about the knight dancing after kicking a peasant in the jaw after acting for human rights.
What? I don't know. You royal assness.
Oh, I got found it. Hang on. Hang on. Do you want to mind sharing this for the audience?
Eh?
Yeah.
Be sure to share your audio because I'd like to show the audience this. This was magnificent.
All right.
When you kick a filthy Bretonian peasant in the jaw for asking for more.
Yeah, you have to show them this. Is be sure to share your audio.
I don't know how to share that audio.
It's a really, really small button when you go to your Chrome tab, and then it says share audio. It's like on the bottom left.
Shit. Okay. I don't want to share audio. Wait. Oh, I can't. Shit. I don't know what. I don't think we need this.
Come on, show them.
Share the screen. Wait. Yeah. Share.
Don't use application window. It lacks the share audio.
And use Chrome tab.
Yeah.
And then click share audio. And then
share audio. This one. Do you guys see it?
Yeah. Did you share your screen?
Yeah, shared it.
There it is. All right.
See right there, that's just Ares on Corellia.
When you kick a filthy Bretonian peasant in his jaw for asking for more human rights. How dare you ask? I'll read the comments. The comments are hilarious.
Wait, there's only 3.
Yeah, no one cares about history. I'm joking. But yeah, filthy Bretonian peasants, yes. But anyways, peasants do not deserve human rights. Just joking, everybody. You and just joking. Anyways, as they quickly exit, Anakin spots Princess Leia and taps Soldier the host alien we saw earlier, asking him, "What about the winning kiss? Do I get the kiss of Princess?" He laughs in his face. Kid.
Oh,
and we lost Grant.
Grant went insane after the script. I understand.
Anakin is crushed. Imagine if actually.
Is that silly? This is what he did to his dreams.
Fuck,
oh, he just returned.
Egg wire on me.
Anakin is crushed, but tries not to show it. Oh,
the motor activates Anakin and Deke's restraining implants, forcing them back to the massive junkyards where his slaves live and work.
Oh, come on, he fucking won. Oh, fuck, it was written by
Once they are crew defeated.
By forcing them to back to the massive... Oh.
Swoop jet.
Swoop jet. Gangs members are lying in wait, looking for revenge. They at for blood.
Yeah. They're gonna.
First, they restrain Anakin and smash his jet to pieces.
And they explode, killing all of them.
The end. Directed by George Lucas.
You might as well change the rule
hang on. Directed by Ryan Johnson. That's better.
You might as well change the quote, "Your royal assness" to "Your royal ass is clean, your highness." Sorry, just
assness clean, your highness.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Calling to America reference. But
yeah, no, I'm not doing it. It was but this time. Then the gang leader points a blaster at his head, but Deke throws himself at them in an attempt to save him. And hang on, I have to play this because, well...
Yeah, dead. This guy's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he died. Oh yeah, Deke. A guy named Deke can never survive ever.
Wait, are we at the part of, like, where the owner tries to kill them yet?
And hold on. Aggie uses a distraction to try and free himself, but he and Deke are quickly surrounded and restrained again. But this time their owner says saying, "This'll finally teach that rod a lesson."
That is the stupidest thing I ever heard, because as we just seen, Anakin just won the race. He's still useful because who's to say he can't win the next one in the next 10 years? There's even more of a chance to have better experience. So killing him will just destroy his own business. But who cares about consistent writing anymore?
Activating Deke's neck implant and sending electric shots across his neck, face, and flashing in his mouth as he cries out. Anakin screams and struggles as his forces watch his Celeste friend slowly tortured. Oh no, we only known you for like two paragraphs. Oh, sorry, hang on. Yeah, 3 paragraphs. Sorry. 4 paragraphs. We know you for like 4 paragraphs. Unfortunate.
If this was an actual movie, I would have been about 30 minutes, or a little bit more.
Oh no, we only learned for like 30 minutes.
I don't know. There's some characters that are memorable, even if they have.
Yeah, but this isn't one of them.
Yeah, I know.
We hardly knew ye. And Anakin screams and struggles. He's forced to watch his best friend. His screams to replace its silence and tears streaking down his face at the sight of his only friend electrocuted to death.
Yeah, dead. This guy's dead.
What are you trying to make these scripts?
Don't be sad, Andy. You're about to join him.
Why would they waste slaves like that?
One of the thugs plainly states, really plain? You think he's saying it with a bit of hostility, but no, he just states it like, "Don't worry, Eddie, you're about to join them."
Yeah,
it'll be fine. Okay,
he's not a fucking cartel member. He won't say like shit like that.
As he lowers his blast to Anakin's eyes, just in a flash of light, loud whoosh interrupts the execution, and suddenly the thug is missing an arm. And my arm. Thug's in horror, and hang on, you guys read a bit. I'll be right back.
Bye. So wait, what would
Okay. Oh wait, what part I'll read? What part we were at?
Wait. Can stand to react. Wait.
Okay. I think it's just here. Just then, a flash of light and a loud whoosh interrupts the execution, and suddenly the thug is missing an arm. Ooh, what does that remind you of? The thug screams in horror at his arm on the
cantina band. I mean, the cantina, most costly cantina.
Yeah.
It's like pottery. It rhymes, except it doesn't anymore.
Pottery?
The pottery. I heard that from Airborne before. It's like pottery. It rhymes.
God damn it, Airborne. Sick.
The thugs turn to see a cloaked figure standing in silhouette at the edge of the shadows. His loudly humming blue lightsaber pointing downward at his side. The gang is too stunned to react, and the others make an attempt to fire at him, but he's too fast. Simultaneously, the slave owner attempts to shoot the cloaked man, but Anakin takes his revenge by grabbing his blaster ray before he could shoot at the mysterious stranger, turning it on him instead. Before we all
what have
know,
you guys read in the past minute or so?
Obi-Wan just took down the thugs and saved Anakin, which could have been more helpful before the slave owner
like
killed
5
his only
minutes?
man.
Where were you like
it'll
3
be
minutes?
fine.
Where were you 3 minutes ago?
It'll be fine, okay? No attachments, remember, Wolf? So he was making sure Deke died first.
He was like,
at
least, man, Obi-Wan's a track record of saving the main character, but not saving the ones that they love.
It's like, tighten this out. I can't go yet. Oh, Deke is still alive. I gotta make sure he has no attachments.
No attachments.
I mean, it's to save Luke, but not Baru and Owen.
Yeah, because fuck them. They were assholes to me after I saved them from Maul. It's a reference to old wounds.
Oh my god.
Anyways. Quick to remove his hood and introduces himself. He is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Approximately 38 years old.
38 years old. Oh, that's just odd.
Well, that's what explains why he's old as fuck in the episode 4.
And she contributed to the twins on the Tatooine having increased gravity and causes body to age faster.
Boy, that sounds pretty fucking... okay.
Yeah.
A Jedi Knight, 38 years old, and also already a Jedi Knight. And it has no excuse of bitching that he's not a master yet.
Why is Obi-Wan so old? Returning to the original point, okay, Obi-Wan has aged so badly because he's using a mass-scale Jedi illusion. Oh, sorry, that was fan theory, never mind. The age was more noticeable with Guinness and McCarrier, but to being weather-worn from living in the sands of Tatooine. Obi-Wan was actually age appropriate if you look at the actress. Alec Guinness was only in his early 60s when filming.
Interesting.
Anyways. Jedi Knight and member of the Jedi Order, and explains that he was sent to find and investigate the young sky racer with amazing abilities. You could have come. What took you so long?
Remember, no attachments.
Okay, I need that meme made now. I want somebody to make that meme.
What?
Like, no Russian.
What meme?
No Russian. Meme just replaced with no attachments. And replace one of the guys, those Russian.
Replace all four people in the elevator with a Jedi member.
Yeah.
Makarov with Obi-Wan.
Yeah. He's able to sense.
Obi-Wan explains to Anakin he's able to sense the turns in the pants through the Force, giving him his amazing racing abilities. So essentially, why he's the only human pod racer on Tatooine, but somehow even stupider.
Why do I try anymore?
Giving him his amazing racing abilities. Obi-Wan then explained that the Force gives Jedi their powers. Essentially, Qui-Gon explains.
So he's basically repeating what he said in episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it's like pottery, it rhymes.
Fucking pottery. Hey, boy.
Pottery?
Everyone said that before. Instead of poetry, it's like pottery, it rhymes.
Yeah.
He probably misspelled that.
It was Anakin mourns Deke's sacrifice.
Huge
Blaming
you.
himself for his, thank you. Blaming himself for his death and failure to win their freedom. You were slaves. Freedom wasn't real. Freedom was never an option. And I gotta make that now.
What?
No. Okay. Yes.
Freedom was never an option.
And yay! I won the race. I can finally go free. I can slave over. No. We can see. Well, Obi-Wan tries to reassure. We can see on Anakin's face that he is not truly convinced. Anakin finds his remote droid was also smashed in the battle.
Oh.
He takes what's left apart and removes its CPU and fashions it into a necklace. Kenobi asks him why he didn't use his wings to buy his freedom. Anakin explains that it was hopeless. The Hutts control everything and never would have left that.
The Hutts do control Corellia. Are you serious? How incompetent is this? Man, Palpatine was right all along.
And listen,
he's even more right than before in the
listen. Palpatine was able to spread the influence of the Great Galactic Empire all across the galaxy, and the Hutts were regulated somewhat. But under the great fist of the great Imperial law, we had peace, we had order, we had security to the new Galactic Empire.
What is this script? Why is this script?
Why
The script
is
is
this?
making me nauseous.
And
It's like, what?
It never would have let to keep any of the money, no matter how what. Anakin realizes that he has lost everything keeping on the Corellia. And let's accept Obi-Wan's offer to come with him to Coruscant, the galactic capital. Kenobi uses the Force to disfuse his implant. I'm pretty sure it's just a button. Then slowly moves with a small tool. Bully asks him how he came to be named Starkiller, and he explains that it was just a nickname the other race gave him, and his name is simply Anakin. Obi-Wan explains that Starkiller is the most evil Darksider in history, and is the name that all Jedi fear. Obi-Wan suggests that Anakin might want to take a new one name if he's accepting the Jedi Order just as he did.
Skywalker, basically. God, set 1 hour and 30 minutes in, and this script is so fucking. Oh, God.
We're just an hour a minute. Act 2. Obi-Wan takes Anakin back to his medium-sized transport to depart for Coruscant. As it board, the pilot droid introduces itself as PD-9C9. Wait a minute, hang on. Oh my god, it's PD-969.
What?
What, 69? But it's...
Just look at the C. The C is actually a perfectly good replacement for 6.
Wait, what? I thought it was G.
C9, 60. Oh,
Sigma Echo, and I don't know why he did.
Oh no, that's a joke I made. I don't know if he actually intended this, but I've been making it. Its name is now PD-69.
Yep.
Nice. And looks aboard the Nova Rider. What up?
Nova Rider. I'll keep that in mind.
Anakin had never entered hyperspace before, and Obi-Wan positions Anakin to stand in the main window to see it firsthand. PD-69 activates the hyperdrive, and Anakin zooms back right at the side of the galaxy, bending before him. Meanwhile, the Orkiana family are boarding their luxury star cruiser to return to Alderaan. As she's ushered on board by her entourage, Eris turns back, looking wistfully at the city skyline, and seeing all the dirty, filthy, low-born filth that populate it. As her hair appears to move all on its own. Man. What the frick? What do you think Star Wars is?
You'll figure out later. And then
moving on itself. Is she Sindel?
She's something, I don't know. Well, I call her Aerith because Aerith is actually on Aerith's name. It's Aerith, and then there's also Eris, but simplifies. She sighs and turns to enter the ship, and it soon departs and shoots to the stratosphere. Stratosphere is actually, you mean atmosphere, actually, because, okay, let me explain. Okay, okay, there are different layers of the Earth's atmosphere. Hang on. Earth's atmosphere layers. In order. Currently, we're on the troposphere, which is the lowest of the layers. Then there's the stratosphere, which is the middle, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. Here. Breathe.
What the hell?
And yes, it's time for a freaking history lesson. And yes, it's time for a science lesson, because screw you.
Oh, come on. Star Wars isn't about science. It's about fiction.
Freedom was never an option. Let's see. Oh, you're talking about like the certain... Oh, yeah, the spears.
Okay. The troposphere is right down here, like up 12 kilometers. There's 7 miles.
Yeah.
Then you have the stratosphere, which is like 49 kilometers. Then you have the mesosphere. And then you have the Kármán line. And then you have thermosphere. Then you have the exosphere. And then you have... And then
Nothing.
you just have...
It's just plain space.
It's plain space. Afterwards, you're in a vacuum.
So where did it say like they ended up like the... Was it like the mesosphere? Because I know there's... How close is that to the planet? Because that would be like... If it was that close to Alderaan...
Okay, you can explain. The stratosphere is essentially the height that fighter jets fly on.
Yeah. Fuck. Why are these... Whatever. The Jedi ship exits hyperspace. Oh.
Alright,
did you drink some beers?
Nope, I was drinking Fanta.
Oh, Fanta.
I got water, so...
Hell, my man.
Lucky jockey.
Fanta's freaking great. Is the... Fanta's freaking great. I don't care about its origins. Delicious as hell.
You're damn right.
The Jedi ship exits hyperspace and Obi-Wan shows of Coruscant to Anakin, describing the entire planet as one big excuse makes it. Oh, by the way, did you know the fun fact that Coca-Cola is putting cocaine back in Coca-Cola?
Really?
They're literally putting the Coke in Coke.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure I'm joking. No, hang on, Coca-Cola. Because I think that was actually a troll post. That may be a joke. Hang on.
Hang on. Pablo Escobar put Coke in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's just a... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's just a joke. Yeah, it had to be a joke. Anyways, yeah. No, they don't put... They may probably put cocaine in their drinks. Who knows?
Maybe some drug cartels do that.
Describing the entire planet as one continuous mega city, and with equally more filth.
Make Coruscant great.
But at least there's more equality.
You mean describe equality?
I mean the Los Angeles equality.
There we go. Through Anakin's eyes, we experience being overwhelmed size. Okay, so we'll say Corellia is San Francisco, and this is Los Angeles.
Yeah, fucking.
Through Anakin's eyes, we experience being overwhelmed with the size, scale, and multitude of access. It's on the gargantuan city planet. First, they arrive at a massive spaceport terminal. Anakin, his mouth agape at the variety of aliens and creatures filling the concourse, as well as the chaos they create. Obi-Wan stopped some petty crime. This person was jaywalking.
He was jaywalking.
We see the reverence and fear that the Jedi command, like seeing a demigod walk among them. Among us. Among us.
Among Us. Oh no!
Fuck,
I've never played Among Us without digress.
I'm so fucking.
I know, so am I laughing. I can't take any words saying Among Us seriously again. I just think of Among Us, but kill me. Okay,
So
is the script over yet?
No.
Why?
It's already. I don't know. It's already susk. It's already susk.
Sus Among Us. Well, Sus Among Us is a. Well, Sus Among Us is a joke name, sir. Yeah, you know. I mean, I love Monty Python.
Fucking. I'm it's that man. It's that kind of humor.
Encountering Jedi became a very rare event in the galaxy. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan continues to give more history and explain the nature of the Jedi. Exposition.
Well, it's a script. It's a
it'll be fine, okay?
So exposition is kind of needed. Yeah.
Yes, but this
that would be cheating, and I am not going to cheat. Nothing about this situation is legal.
Nothing with this is illegal.
Yeah, since it's supposed to be like the beginning of it said like. Wait, let me rephrase this. So Sigma said he wanted to be able to watch it from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, 5, and 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why later on he makes sure the twists don't get spoiled. But the problem with that is, if you want Phantom Menace, or in this case, Silence of the Force, be the first in the movie, well, that means you have to basically explain everything A New Hope explained, which becomes detrimental when you eventually watch A New Hope, because in that situation, that movie will just be explaining shit you would already know, like hyperspace travel. So anytime you try to write it where you can watch try to watch the first episode first, New Hope just becomes worse because of it. It's just stupid. This whole thing is stupid.
That's a dwarf, Dawn.
They're called.
They're called. Okay, what the? Seriously, I'm always losing track.
It was Anakin takes an amazing Anakin quick glance at the grandeur of the galactic center through a hollow screen. Anakin takes in the amazing infrastructure and bustling crowds as he's awestruck. And then he hears gunfire go off because this is also Detroit. Imagine every single horrible city, and that's Coruscant.
Well, at least the lower levels.
Yeah, the lower levels. It's just Detroit when you get to the lower levels.
Yep.
Take them to Detroit. No, not Detroit.
Be very careful. Anything can be stolen down there. Heck, someone just turn around and
being Robocop while you're at it.
After all, can't have shit in Detroit.
Yeah, that's why they filmed in Dallas instead of Detroit.
Yep.
The fuckers would install all the film sets.
And film equipment, too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, look at this. Okay, go look at this.
What am I looking at?
I wonder what? Okay, today.
Someone stole my fucking porch. I opened my door and fell. You can't.
Holy shit!
Someone stole my porch. Someone was.
What the fuck is
Welcome
this?
to reality.
Oh my god!
Welcome to reality,
super
people.
beings here.
Welcome to reality.
God damn it, Detroit.
Or some fucker can steal a fucking porch.
Textures can't have shit in Detroit.
Wait, oh my god, you really stole the porch.
What? Oh, I actually saw some steps that were so fucking rotten, and they were some in a major area. It wasn't for a fucking building that people live, and their fucking stairs look atrocious.
You stole the house. Bobby House cash in. They buy one. We're still the telephone.
Oh my god!
You're still the cash in Detroit. Went to the building, can't have shit in Detroit. Anyways,
you really can't. Like, that's the low level of core thoughts. You can't have anything in there. Anyways,
let's get back
first,
on track.
Owen takes to get cleaned up. And buy a fresh asset, leaving his oily rags behind.
Might as well trash them.
Then they visit the Jedi Arsenal. Oh, the Jedi Order spacecraft.
Hangar and armory.
Spacecraft. And space fire hangar and armory. And Anakin asks, oh, this is where the Jedi live. Kenobi chuckles. No, we live in the sky.
The sky.
You see a bright green moon floating up far above. And by the way, guess what the moon is?
Alderaan?
No. Just guess. Just guess something really, really stupid. Like, think of the stupidest thing that could be happening with this moon.
Yavin? Fourth moon, Yavin?
No. It's a moon. It's a moon. It's called the Jedi Moon. But guess how stupid. Guess what he does to it later on in the story.
What is it?
But guess the most stupid thing you could ever think of.
Destroying it?
No. Not destroying it.
It's the Death Star.
Yes.
Oh, I fucking guessed it.
That was close.
Why?
Yeah.
Why are we still reading this? Why does this still exist?
Is it like the arc in the Sonic games that it's a fucking moon that inside there's some kind of station?
Space colony arc.
Yeah.
The Alderanian royals and made hyperspace travels. On their way back to Alderaan, the king and queen squabble with America by telling a lethal.
So now they squabble, not beforehand. The queen just said, "Nah, it'll be fine." But afterwards, like, "Wow, how can you take your daughter to this?"
Swoop
Swoop
jet race. And if Eris is too young to be supposed to just, you know how truly dangerous a galaxy is. The king insists that she needs to start facing brutal reality. She ever hopes to be a wise ruler. Well, the queen thinks that it's ridiculous, as the galaxy's been at peace for ages. But as soon as they exit hyperspace, Darth Maul attacks their royal space grouper. He's been lying away for them. Really? How convenient.
Deus Ex Machina in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Like, Jesus Christ.
Actually,
fuck me.
How did he know where they're coming? Oh wait, I know how he knew where they were coming.
Through the magic of the druids.
How did he know bad writing? Shouldn't there like be?
Oh my God.
How long was Maul waiting there? Was he following them, or was he just waiting there? Because if he was, wouldn't all the insecurity since he was there?
I guess he was flying around in circles around that time.
Maul disables the ship, then forcibly boards and cut its way on board. The lanky Republic security droids attempt to counter the assault, but Maul slices through them like butter.
Wait, cuts open the ship. Does that mean there's like a hole in space, or does he just like put his ship through? Or and disables? Did he also disable communications? Or oh god, just reading this, I assume that if this was a movie, this would all be explained. But that's like this writing form is terrible.
The Royal Jedi Knight bodyguard to protect the king and queen, but Maul slices Mallorid critically, disables Fonsonats by using the Force to slam him into a bulkhead, knocking him unconscious. Man, bulkhead, you gotta lose some weight.
I understood that reference.
The family is cornered. Utter terror gripped the princess. Just as we think Maul's about to cut the royal family, we cut away. Oh, way to cockblock the audience.
What?
Oh, wow.
Cock block? What do you mean? You get
just
your
skip
satisfaction from killing royals?
I'm not that proud of person, but who knows? There may be those anti-monarch, there may be those anti-monarchists in the audience that will get off to this. Who knows?
I wonder if Kiaro does that too.
And he's getting pleasure, but he's not checking it. Anyways, all right. Obi-Wan takes Anakin to the Jedi Sanctuary moon above Coruscant, Edo. Nearly every edge of which is an unspoiled wildlife preserve, say the Jedi Temple. From space, Edo's the most brilliant, lush green marble you've ever seen. Okay, how big is this moon?
Maybe I don't know. I think it's big as the Death Star, which Death Star wasn't not as big as the moon.
The Death Star was just said to be as big as the moon, but it's definitely not. He confused it with the moon, but it's definitely not moon size. If you look at any pictures between the comparison of the Death Star and the moon.
Yeah.
So, Edo is supposed to just be a regular moon above Coruscant. And oh god, this description is just nodding over the script. This is basically any way to make the Jedi seem all righteous and stuff. The most brilliant lush green marvel you have ever seen.
It's rolling dense forest, perfectly tended massive gardens, and bodies of water that seem like they've been deliberately placed for maximum aesthetics. Man, these monks really take their naturistic policy seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Once there, we see the Jedi Temple meet more Jedi masters who are quite old without having white beards and beards. White hair and beards. It's actually called gray, but alright. Even many of the alien species, we start to realize that there aren't really any young Jedi around. No one even close to Anakin saying the Jedi are discussing the mysterious destruction of the group. Rebel has got the storehouse and now the giant gun because the has been stolen. They were kyber crystals or items of criminal power. It could be used to create a weapon of unspeakable destruction. Obi-Wan approaches and introduces Anakin to them, who greets them both warmly. The Jedi elders see the presence of Kenobi as the young Jedi Knight who defeated the battle Crate Ragnos in combat, the most brutal crime lord in the galaxy, allowing the Jedi to dismantle his criminal empire. The most recent victory.
All right, why the hell are you singing like you're modern day general?
Fast-paced Latin.
Well, he sounds like but it sounds like he's singing the modern day general. Whatever the song was called.
I was religion and politics rap.
Yeah, okay.
I actually have the entire rap on my freaking computer.
Neat.
Oh, damn.
Anyways, continue.
The Jedi swap war stories about old wild ancient lost empire, the glory days of the Jedi Order when the Republic was young, and further explain the dark side of the Sith. When Anakin inquires when was the last time any of them have encountered a Sith Lord, the Jedi reveal that years ago there was a Jedi who was banished for the Order for creating a living being, using forbidden Force powers. And later discovered they turned to the dark side, rumored to be alive, and the last Sith Lord. But other Jedi interject and insist that he's long dead. No one seems to know what happened to the child. But then Anakin noticed attention is drawn to a legendary lightsaber under glass, sitting prominently in the middle of the main foyer. They explain the saber once belonged to an ancient Jedi Knight named Skywalker, hero of the great Sith Wars, who defeated the Sith Supreme. I am Supreme Omega.
I'm Supreme. I'm sorry.
Supreme.
I am Omega Supreme.
Supreme victory.
Okay. Skywalker.
Out the song guilt. And one of the greatest Jedi to ever live. It was supposedly be wielded by Skywalker's worthy heir someday. Anakin expresses interest and asks if they ever tried it. Tried it? The Jedi say, go ahead and try it. Anakin removes it from the case and hits a switch. It fails to light, and the Jedi all chuckle. Obi-Wan reveals that they all know that it hasn't worked in ages, but that it was supposedly will activate for the Scion of the Force. Title drop!
Oh, so Anakin is the Skywalker's son.
Because, well, no, you, Lafayette.
No, you.
No, you.
Hang on.
Oh, what is this writing? Kill me.
If they've
Well,
okay,
wait, what the?
a child born of the Force who was prophesied to restore the light during the galaxy's darkest hour. But anyone doesn't really believe the legend. It says that saber will probably never work again. It's just a nice relic with a grand history.
So wait, did you skip a page?
No. I accidentally went too far. Anyways.
Oh, we're back to the same place we were, right?
Malarath, the Jedi who suffered a mortal wound, is dying in the King's arms and apologizes for failing to protect the royal family. You failed! He delivers a heartfelt soliloquy that includes us into his long service to House Organa and his many exploits, battles, and adventures, while the King reassures him that he has served him well and fulfilled his duty as a Jedi Knight. He resigns to become one with the Force, and we see him die in the King's arms.
And then the king just throws him off, just spits on him. And he says, "How dare you do not to die on me?"
The King and Queen are furious that Eris has been taken from them. Bail, Breha, and surviving Jedi Knight Von Senat discuss the situation. If this means the Sith have actually returned from extinction, they need to do it again. Listen. Fun fact, the last Anti-Empire campaign session I was in, we came across remnants of the Rakadan Empire. Well, like, they're primitive Rakadans. Want to know what happened next?
Oh, the Rakan Empire? Oh, the Infinite Empire, let's go.
But, well, we came across the computer that killed and destroyed them in the first place. Because apparently, they were all on his planet, so he pretty much, he was going to give us some information, and all we had to do was pretty much wipe the rest of the Rakadans out. So we deployed a biological agent to the atmosphere, and there are no more Rakadans left in the galaxy. Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Yes, we tried to establish a dialogue. We tried, but oh boy, our best translator, our droid power member, he translate. He actually said something, being like, he failed on the check to tell him that we come in peace. You want to know what he said?
What was it?
Your mother's thin.
Oh.
And they took it personally.
That was a weak joke.
What? If your mom's thin, that means she's healthy. She's not fat.
No. The Rakan took it personally. He said, "My mother's not thin."
Oh, that's just weird. Weird to be insulted by that.
Yeah, it may be a Rakan thing. Who knows? Apparently means, but apparently they interpreted that the reason why is because it was a despair. So we were especially screwed over. Anyways, well, the King, guys. The Jedi explained that they were caught off guard and so easily overpowered because no one has encountered a Sith Lord in over a century. No one has seen its kind of open assault in a core Republic system in many years. They agree that it was definitely an extremely powerful dark side user that they need to board a Jedi castle. Eris wakes up imprisoned and surrounded by cold, hard steel black slab. Why did she get the specs? Why did she get the slab?
Because, well, reason.
And fancy royals, and some of them had to sleep on the floor.
No.
And let me guess, she's in a slave outfit.
Unfortunately, no.
Damn
it. That's the one thing that could have made it better.
She explores herself for a bit, but becomes despondent when she realizes just how secure her cell is. But then her small pet is revealed to have been hiding in her hair. As it gets camouflaged, it allows it to change the color of its fur. It is a chimp-like cute alien creature named Zamber. It reacts to Eris as though it can understand her.
Oh, great. The animal psychic. What is this, a Disney film?
Yeah, I think he just turned Eris into a freaking Disney princess.
Are you fucking with my soul?
No, I'm not.
Well, the series...
He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived.
Oh my. Yeah. I gotta figure out where all these clips come from.
The last one came from Portal 2.
I know it's Portal 2, but Okay, so why do we still deal with this? So what section did we see Zamber yet?
Yeah, we are on Zamber. Okay. Aerith
Zamber is the only likable character in this entire trilogy.
Conversates with Zamber over their seemingly hopeless situation. Back on board the Royal Star Cruiser, the surviving crew reports that emergency repairs are complete and the Royal Star Cruiser descends into Alon's atmosphere. Wait a minute! You were above atmosphere?
No.
Man. And man, Darth Maul, man, your guy's security sucks.
My God.
This is the problem with writing. This is the problem with writing this in script form, is that we are unable to interpret exactly the distance because it's not really specified.
Yeah. Wait, is this the fanfic where the Padme is force sensitive?
Nope.
Wait,
Weird.
do you mean like the Padme or the love interest is force? Because Ares does end up being force sensitive.
Oh, all right. This is the fanfic.
Idiotic.
Anyways, the king heads the main. Okay, well, they arrive at the royal palace, and the king immediately orders his men, led by Vonsinon, to track down Ares, while the queen and the comms experts work to try and isolate Ares' personal tracking signal. Trust me, you'll figure out something so insanely stupid you honestly wouldn't expect it to ever come. Vonsinon warns that the Sith have returned and will be no match for any army, that only the Jedi can stop them. The king heads to the main hollow chamber in the throne room to contact Alderaan Senator Palpatine on Coruscant to inform of the situation. And please, hello, you reached the voicemail of Chief Palpatine. I'm currently away doing something that's totally not suspicious at all. I'm just going out clubbing with my friends,
Oh my God!
He's,
it's like
being Darth Sidious.
No. What are you doing here? No. Let's go away. No, I'm doing a voicemail recording.
Oh my God.
Anyways, please leave your message at the beep.
More.
Yeah.
Where's the beep? Beep. There we go.
Well, Palpatine.
Anyways, the comms report that the enemy ship was tracked re-entering Alderaan's atmosphere, surprisingly not escaping to hyperspace. Oh, well, what could be going on? Oh, you'll see. You'll frickin' see. Anakin is allowed to take an evaluation trial and ventures into the Force with Obi-Wan to explore and test his character. Obi-Wan instructs Anakin to close his eyes and attempt to focus and learn how to feel and be in contact with the Force. He encourages Anakin to walk through the uneven forest path, using just the Force to guide him. Anakin sees it first, saying he thinks he can feel it, but then he stumbles and falls down a hole that was covered by leaves and brush. In his fall, Anakin accidentally disturbed a huge, hulking, violent monster. Oh my God, this is like... So we got Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Great. They're talking about...
Anakin dodges his attacks and tries to escape, but is trapped. Obi-Wan rushes to Anakin and tries to evade and deter the creature, but is forced to kill them to save Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan uses that event to teach a lesson about life, death, difficult moral choices, and the nature of the Force. Okay, hippie. Obi-Wan's tries to explain that sometimes violence is justified in matters of self-defense or protecting others, but it is suddenly implied that perhaps Anakin misinterprets the message, and that it's all too easy to justify violence for selfish reasons. As the sun sets, Obi-Wan sets up a ritual for Anakin to have a vision quest, and tells Anakin that he must venture out on his own. After his near-death encounter, Anakin is afraid to go alone. Obi-Wan rebuffs him. He tells him that to become a Jedi is to decide to conquer one's own fear and to choose the safety and well-being of others before yourself. Okay. Anakin reluctantly rises to the... Well, that's fine, I think. Anakin reluctantly rises to the challenge and ventures out into the forest. As he wanders, Anakin becomes lost in the darkness, and he has a vision of death and destruction. Death, darkness, death, darkness, 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 darkness. Darkness, 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 darkness. Darkness within darkness awaits you. Make special attack. Mega destruction dark. Ball of darkness and destruction. And Knuckles.
And Knuckles. And Knuckles. And Knuckles. And Knuckles.
This is one I'm referencing. Hang on. And,
What is it? What is this?
This week.
This 6-minute clip, or this is just some stupid ad? No, it's
Meme.
Special attack. Mega destruction dark ball of darkness and destruction. And Knuckles.
And Knuckles. And Knuckles.
That was from it was referencing just the pancakes, Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell.
Yep.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
And Knuckles.
Fucking Knuckles.
Aerith and Zamber soon realize he is small enough to squeeze out a cell, and they begin formulating an escape plan. Zamber reaches the control panel, allowing Aerith to break out of her cell and to navigate the labyrinthine corridors, trying to find a way out or communicate with the outside world. She finds to get an outside door, but it's really she's actually trapped at the top of a surprisingly tall fortress tower. Dun 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 dun! So it's still real to be surrounded by a dense, wild jungle. She's too far up, but even if she wasn't, she's in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by uncrossable jungle as far as the eye could see. Ball is seen monitoring her via the facility's hall surveillance and laughs at her helplessness, while eating popcorn. Good. Dawn. On Anakin returns home, a little scared, whiny bitch. She lies to Obi-Wan and says he had a vision of light illuminating the darkness of space and eclipsing evil. Obi-Wan is satisfied and tells Anakin he's doing quite well and obviously strong with the Force. As they begin their journey back to the Jedi Temple, Aerith is attempting to navigate her way through the Labyrinth Tower and frequently runs a corner only to find Darth Maul towering over her. Maul grabs her violently and drags her back to her cell. Then Maul threatens to torture her if she tries to escape again, igniting his lightsaber screaming close to her face. And she's extremely utterly terrified, and a tear streaks down her cheek as he turns and winces at her. Meanwhile, the Queen locks on Aerith's signal via satellite, and everyone discovers she's deep in the forbidden continent of Tartarus, and a mysterious tower that no one knew existed. With satellites. They never noticed this giant tower.
Tartars? Fucking Tartars? What is this fucking Greek mythology?
Beats me.
It's called Tartarus because there's a giant ape that lives there that hits people with a hammer.
A gravity hammer.
Yeah.
Not just any old hammer, a gravity hammer. So
yeah, people. Yeah, they hear a lot of people go there, and then they just hear her shouting of, "Go back! I want to be monkey!"
Alright, sorry, I was talking to my dog. What part are we at?
Oh, Tartarus. Yeah, Tartarus from Halo 2.
Basically a monkey.
A lot of people go there. A lot of people go there shouting, "Go back! I want to be monkey!"
So basically, a monkey. But I digress.
Yeah, man. The monkey meme is hilarious.
A monkey.
Those
He has cogs.
We came so far. We evolved from apes to living beings, and it's just we all go back to be monkeys.
Nah, I don't want to throw shit at people. Even the people that deserve it.
Welcome to Skull Island. Basically, a monkey.
Monkey.
Okay, let's go.
Monkey.
So basically, a monkey.
We're gonna shout out dated memes. Why the hell we don't bring up the way meme? At least that one was funny.
Anyway, Let's keep going.
Go back. I want to be monkey.
But you're a wolf.
And I'm a fox.
Yeah. Go back. I want to be canine.
Well, you can become a werewolf, but I can't tell you right now.
I can become a werefox.
Oh my god. They took my fucking speech impediment. You can't have shit in it right.
Okay, you then as an Estonian, then Grant.
Fine. Whatever.
Go back. I want to be. I don't know.
Furry.
Go back. I want to be fish.
So basically, I'm Wolf. Basically, I'm Shirley Walker. Basically, I'm Fox. Basically, I'm Jerry Golson. I digress.
Reject humanity. Return to singular cellular life.
We're talking about monkeys. Let's go back to
I know.
Reject humanity. Return to singular cellular life form.
Okay.
Reject.
Let's
All right.
get going.
The Tottenham's dark, foreboding jungle is visually and strikingly distinct from the bright, beautiful, lush forest of Jedi Sanctuary. The king immediately barks orders for more hollows and related to the area to learn to send the Jedi anti-dispatch forces to the continent.
Bail Organa is actually a werewolf in disguise.
Just be careful, though. You heard rumors that there's a reason been a large exodus of human people that went there because they quote want to be monkey.
Oh, of course. I'm going to try to see the word hollow in that, but I digress. Moving on.
Anyways, Kenobi and the Jedi Council deliberate over what to do about Anakin, but acknowledge that they don't have much choice, as they are desperate for recruits. Man, you guys really suck.
The army of Jedi is puny. Very puny.
Let the Jedi Order die out. They admit they have not found a force sensitive child in a decade.
A decade?
Anakin is provisionally accepted as a tentative apprentice with Obi-Wan as his mentor. Obi-Wan is charged with keeping Anakin in check, as they have many misgivings about a recruit who is in his teenage years. The most emotionally unstable years of a person's life, and the most hormone-induced.
Hormones? Puberty? Yuck.
Wait. Just then, an alarm sounds, light flash, and a voice comes over to PBA. Emergency dispatch from the Senate of the Galactic Republic, priority level 1. They receive word that Alderaan is under attack by a quote-unquote evil Jedi, and to expect Senator Palpatine to arrive shortly. The Jedi move towards the landing pad wing of the temple, where they greet Senator Palpatine and his aides, who reveals that the Jedi Knight Malarad has been killed. To their great shock, and passionately begs the Jedi to send aid, as Alderaan has no standing army, and only the Jedi the possible Sith Lord. Wow, you guys suck.
Priority level 1 was Pokemon.
Well, others question how they could... The Jedi discussed the possibility that the Sith have returned after over a century, while others question how they could have survived after being wiped out.
And that's also the worst part. Instead of being 1,000 years, or more like 960 years after the Sith got destroyed, it's only 100 years after the Sith got defeated. So now it's like, well, if it says 100 years, there's definitely a possibility they could come back, since there's only like 4 generations, and the Sith can live for a while, depending on the species. So, and it gets even worse once you get into episode 2.
Okay. What are you doing? Go back. I want to be a single
cellular life form. Mini chlorians. Just can get any.
The jury discussed blah 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 blah. And again, asked why the Jedi just go to the Sith world and defeat them once and for all. To which Father Jedi explained that the location of Korriban has been lost to the ages, or rather, that's a really stupid excuse to just say if it isn't in our archives and it doesn't exist. Obi-Wan mentions that he just saw the royal family out of Corellia, and that he said that they may have said something amiss, but didn't know what Anakin gives a concern, and longing look as he stares at the Princess Holocron displayed in the Jedi Temple while they discuss her plight. Obi-Wan, because he's focused and most able-bodied among the Jedi, is best to help to run, help any effort, make contact with the royal house's surviving Jedi Knight, take down the Sith Lord, Anakin's allowed to go by Anakin with it is suddenly by the Anakin. The puppet will be given for his decision and receiver return to the Jedi Arsenal, this time entering into the army where we meet the Jedi Master at Arms. A brutish, boulder-sized, but good-natured alien. One who wears the ravages of 1,000 battles on his visage.
Boulder.
The Boulder. His name should probably be the Boulder. The Boulder
Man.
The Boulder feels conflicted about finding a 12-year-old blind girl.
The Boulderator, basically.
The Boulder's no longer conflicted.
Every time I hear of some kind of boulder alien, I always think of the stupid rock alien.
That rock from High Republic.
Oh god!
My co-pilot is a rock.
It's a geode, not a rock.
I just think about like that time when Patrick had a pet rock and won the snail race.
Oh yeah,
that's grown up Rocky.
Rocky was the greatest character in all SpongeBob. You can never change my mind.
Rocky grew up to become that guy's co-pilot. Okay.
Yep.
Rocky made it to the big leagues.
Oh my god!
Freaking Rocky, he was awesome.
Oh my god! What the fuck High Republic is doing? Okay, what the fuck is that boulder? Act 3. We're almost to the finish line.
Yes.
The good news is that because this is a horrible, horrible thing we were reading, I will entertain you all with stupid deaths.
Please.
Well. First time for you guys. Wait. No, attending out to the rock. Wolf.
Hang on.
We need to continue. We need to finish this so we can reading the stupid deaths.
All right.
Anyway, so just hang on. Let me just figure if he wants to
do I
ever your wink. You. Okay, everyone take a 30-second break.
Hey.
That was a reason why I decided to do a 30-second break.
Why?
And that's because I have somebody. Turns out a good friend of mine just came in. Please welcome.
I know.
Hello, Meta.
Hello to you too. I'm fashionably late.
Ooh, 5 people.
5 people in one grave.
Scoot over the grave.
There is a.
Sorry, it's a Hail 2 reference.
Behind him, we see endless loads of lightsaber hilts and thousands of alien weapons of every kind imaginable. Anakin's given a learner staff and shield and loom a lightsaber to his disappointment. They explain that he will have his own saber until he builds it during his Jedi Knight trials. when he studies under Master Yoda. Lightsabers are not handing out to rookies, it takes years to safely wield a lightsaber.
Oh, finally, we have Master Yoda mentioned.
Finally.
They duel the quickly to Bartz and the Nova Rider and hyperjump to higher Alderaan. Act 3. Oh, by the way, Meta, I just told him this. Oh, by the way, Meta, I just told him the story of what we did with the Rakata in our Edge of the Empire campaign.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah, I somehow managed to tame a giant word while yelling submit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I told him about how we got the information of the original hyperspacers by ensuring the complete and total extinction of the Rakatas.
Oh, completely this time, maybe.
Yes.
It's a maybe.
Yeah. Well, no, it's most definitely they've been wiped out.
Yeah. Yep. Every single life on that planet gone.
And before you say anything, Emperor, you're the little definition of a Discord mod.
Discord moderator, I am.
So
please keep the memes out of the general chat, please.
In respect to what we were discussing, so yes, I do believe we should bring back Singer.
Anyway, back to what you're talking about. So yes, I do believe slavery should be legal again.
Oh Jesus!
Yes, you got it. I am tempted to make that a random scroll out of here.
No respect for the authority.
So yes, I do believe the age of consent should be lowered.
No,
this is fantastic.
YouTube editor's intro should be just like comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Oh no! Worst movie ever.
Irish.
Oh come on! Stop insulting the YouTube Emperor. He's not nearly as bad as
the Discord moderators I have nightmares about.
Oh god!
Landing on the shore, the Alderanian security forces invade Tartarus, led by Giant Vonsonot. The hastily settled platoon is a mix of security officers, armored militiamen, and like a security droid. All of you will die in the next 10 minutes.
At least they'll die trying.
No, just imagine like they're handing out the pamphlets to the rookies. One of them reads, "Yep, recruits, you're about to die in 10 minutes." I would like to say it was nice meeting you, but I hated every single one of you.
No, in fact, no, it's more like, I wish I could say I was a pleasure serving with you, but I don't even know half of you, and the other half I don't bother to care to know.
Red shirts! Red shirts!
Oh yeah, red shirts. Fucking.
Actually, let's lay the hands out. It's like, okay, to identify that you're all Alderanian forces, where are these red shirts?
Okay. Your red shirt too. Yeah.
There's Obi-Wan and Anakin arrive at the Royal Palace. Sith droids and drones attack, and the tower guns open fire, scattering their forces and halting their advance. However, they all miss, but 5 of them still fall anyways.
Jesus Christ. Are red shirts this bad? Why the hell they're so incompetent?
Because the plot wouldn't happen, okay?
That's how easy it is to kill a red shirt. You don't even have to hit.
They don't get paid enough.
You might as well pull Chekhov's gun while you're at it. Sorry.
No, there's just one red shirt trick. It's like, oh no, I'm completely defenseless. as he points a blaster to his chest.
Red shirt gets a paper cut. Well, I'm dead.
Well, I'm dead. Send me home. Send me home. I lost a limb, but you still have full limbs. Nope, I've been cut. Send me home.
Dead.
I'm not fit for duty.
Alright, it can only reach the Royals. It is quickly briefed. Anakin stays behind in a launch bay while Obi-Wan goes to the front line to join the fight. Obi-Wan dons goggles and mounts a shiny crow speeder bike and thunders across the sea, spraying surf to the air as he departs. It's chaos spreads as the armies disperse and the battle with the Sith droid intensifies. They're not even sure how so many of them are dying en masse, but none of them even are remotely hit. I mean, heck, one of them pretty much stand on a landmine, and it was a dud, but they died anyways. What happens?
Yeah, even if the enemy fired and ricocheted back to them.
Get hit by the ricochet.
No way.
Yeah.
No, what happens that it hit at such a weird angle that it bounced off the enemy and just hit him straight back. It didn't even do any, like even the enemy's confused. Like, how did that even happen?
It's like, how am I still alive? I should be dead by now.
One of them has a rocket launcher. They fire it. It flies straight. It's about to hit them, but then it stops hearing like little braking sounds, and then it turns around and just flies right back.
No, you know, it'd just be even funnier.
What?
Like the enemy doesn't carry guns. They just because they know that they will be killed, but because like the other enemy will be killed by their own stupidity or bad luck.
Somehow one of them shoots themselves in the foot.
As the enemy just kicks back, relaxes, and just watches the show.
Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you screw up so badly? How does that level of failure even exist?
Well, to be fair, there's Fox. They let out a bunch of bomber droids in.
Anyways, the tower. Okay. Yeah. Obi-Wan told them to turn and tide. The small army cheers and Obi-Wan and Fonson warmly greet each other. They are good friends, and I have not seen each other in a long time. We are best friends. Yes, we are. Ha 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 ha.
What? Is that the actual line?
Nope. I was making a joke and a reference. And they both take a moment to mourn their mutual friend Malorad. Oh no, Malorad. We only knew him for like...
And he makes fun of Qui-Gon for having no personality. Why should we care about any of these planks of wood?
And it tells Obi-Wan that the princess is trapped in the tower, as he can sense your presence.
How?
The ominous Darth Maul emerges from the tower on a speeder bike and engages the Jedi. They see me rolling. They hate it.
See me riding dirty.
At first, they're taken back by surprise, but then Maul falls back. The two Jedi pursue, entering the tower, only to have the hangar doors close behind them. Then a huge rolling suddenly shakes.
Be right back.
It's an earthquake. To the great surprise of the army, the tower then takes off into the air with its giant roaring engines burning the trees in the field, the closest soldiers on the ground beneath it. That's right. Behold, the tower is actually a ship.
God. No.
And I feel the closest soldiers are beneath it. Some of the soldiers try to flee back towards the shore, but then, like a blade from the sky, the tower firing main cannon and killing nearly the entire army, insteading a few square miles of jungle. Then floats towards the capital across the sea. The two Jedi run to the nearest window and gasp in horror at the aftermath. Hang on. Firing main cannon army.
I missed that.
Yeah, I need to get that firing main cannon. Firing main cannon. Killing near it's staring a few square miles of jungle, then floats toward the capital across the sea. Two Jedi run to the nearest window, gasp in horror at the aftermath. Oh no, the horror. The people of the palace react with shock and panic at what they're seeing on towers via a hollow satellite. The royal palace is put on full alert in their starfire scrambles. Anakin watches with the excitement of all the pilots scrambles at their ships and launch. Its eyes for an expression that he wishes he could fly with them. It's important to attempt to evacuate the king and queen Organa, but both insist on staying in the command center. Your entire planet will be thrown in chaos if you die. Okay, royal assness.
assness.
Royal assness, fucking it. I love it.
Who cares about good writing anymore?
I loved it.
About the last remaining ship. The maintenance man barely looks up, saying that the ship doesn't have a functioning navigator and all the available aspects just launched into the fires. Meanwhile, response that drones are released from the Skyblade's launch bay, and an aerial battle ensues as the two fire groups meet over the ocean. Surprisingly, one of the soldiers right at blast. His found graduate repairs his comm tower that was down in the blast and board cap with the tech. The McCarra's mate cannon was so strong it killed everyone and turned the jungle to ash.
Ash.
Are you serious?
Hang on, there's actually a clip. I have a clip.
We wish to destroy you, uproot your culture, and burn this land to ash!
Burn this land to ash!
Yes, I have that clip. I had this. I don't know why I have it, but I do, and I'm glad I do. Surprisingly, okay. This king describes it as a city killer. He drops a terrible news that Princess Eris is being held captive inside it. No shit, Sherlock. Just then, one of the colonists was out there receiving a hollow transmit. Darth Maul's visage fills the command center, threatens to destroy Royal Palace and hollow transmit. Royal Palace, unless Alderaan swears allegiance to the Sith Empire or declares war on the Republic. The king retorts, "You're a madman. The Sith Empire was wiped out centuries ago. Maul, try anything and I'll kill the girl." The hollow transmission cuts out. King Rio radios bouncing on Orson and immediately find his daughter kill that thing. Queen Breha is on the verge of tears after hearing the threats. Egan hears the news from the back of the command center and runs down to the launch bay. He runs to a pile of droid bombs and tools sitting in the corner of the launch bay. King Organa orders the city to be evacuated. As man informed of what he already knows. There's not nearly enough time to evacuate even a fraction of the massive city. He doesn't get the order anyways. Meanwhile, inside the Skyblade. What kind of name is a Skyblade anyways? It's just... What kind of name is that?
I don't know and I don't care anymore.
It's like, why that name? Why is that the name? Like, seriously.
What name? What? Say that again. What name?
You know, the Skyblade.
The Skyblade. Fucking Skyblade. What is this?
Yep. Skyblade.
Skyblade.
Skyjet. Swoop jet. Swoop blade. Yes, swoop blade.
Yes, swoop blade.
Swoop blade. Swoop jet. Swoop blade. Skyjet.
Hang on.
Skyblade.
Dragon.
What?
Oule.
Yes. Oule.
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 Blade.
What?
Yeah, blade. Blade.
Blade.
Blade.
No. Oule.
Oule.
I don't get it.
Come on. Oule.
Oule. What the?
Look up Woole. Just type in Woole.
Woole. How do you type that?
Woo and then lay. All one word.
Woole.
Yep.
All I got is Woole District.
No, not that one. Type in MK.
MK. Fucking doesn't show that much. MK?
Woole MK.
Woole MK. It's... I don't get this. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Check private chat.
Oh, Woolace! Finally, I got it. It's from fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Woole!
Woole, bitch!
Maul can see them wandering around as a display in Orsborg Sam. Okay. Anakin uses his necklace of RD surviving CPU to bring his new makeshift astromech to life as R2D2.
Oh god, yeah, that too. It's like people keep saying how Anakin should have built R2D2, which okay sounds kind of cool, but the way he did is just beyond idiotic.
And then launches his. He made
and I just realized this too. The RD is like RD1D, so now this is R2D2, ignoring the part that R2 units have always existed, but who cares at this point?
Oh god. Wait, they changed it from him creating C3PO to him creating R2D2.
Apparently, he created the R2D2 units.
I understand somewhat because R2D2 is more connected with the Skywalker than C3PO, but still.
The way he did it is so dumb. It made it seem like he only called it R2 because it's the second version, then, R2 units always existing, which they have.
I'm back.
Logical writing.
Oh, man, guess what? But never mind, he's muted himself. Okay, back to this. Anakin joins the aerial battle, quickly taking out a series of drones in rapid succession.
Impressing the other pilots.
He's really just clearing a path to the Skyblade's launch. Sorry, no, the
What are you rapping now?
Hey, Wolf, Thanos rap.
Yeah.
No,
that's fucking. You'll end up fucking having a stroke while doing it.
Wait, what's the Thanos rap?
What? You don't know? Oh.
Well, how bad could it be, actually? Yeah, let me check. Okay. What's the Thanos rap called?
I don't know.
Because I see Destiny arrives and one snap.
Ignore what I said. Just focus on this.
Just tell me.
Wait, what was that again?
Tell me what the Thanos rap is.
It's Thanos beatbox.
Oh, Thanos beatbox. Okay.
Yes.
Thanos beatbox.
Okay.
Beatbox.
Fucking Thanos beatbox is the fucking.
Okay, let me see. Okay, just give me a few.
Stupid Pyro Cynical made it popular to me.
Cynical Chinese.
You tried to beatbox of.
You know, I got a better one. It's called.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Very great plan is awesome.
Ooh.
And what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Wise Wolf beatboxing.
Oh, what have I done?
Featuring Grant Harper. Boom.
Jesus Christ.
Boom.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. I didn't even get halfway into that.
You fucking beatbox.
Take step. Launch your world.
Yeah, how is Maul back into the separation? I mean, in the Federation, anyway.
That's a good question.
I thought he was striking solo.
Boom, 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 boom.
Jesus Christ, that was hard.
I didn't say you have to beatbox it.
Wow, what a king!
And what were you saying about it?
Oh fuck!
Meta, what did you say?
I didn't say. No, I asked a question like, how did Maul get back into the Federation or the Separatists?
Trade Federation?
Anyway.
Trade Federation. This is the Trade Federation. Actually, it's just the Sith Empire. It's coming back.
Just
yeah, and they have a superpowered death machine. Yeah, it's not like the Death Star knockoff again. God damn it! Question:
that was my beatboxing skills, at least.
It was decent.
You at least you made an attempt. So B+.
It was
It's not like my beatboxing where I just beat an actual box.
To get out to search for Princess Eris, only they quickly realize that the inside is like an impenetrable maze. He turns the constant of Troy Pole map, only to afford to be locked up. He says to himself, I need a droid. R2! R2 quickly locates the princess's cell, and Anakin orders R2 to open her cell, and he runs up to save her. Meanwhile, the royal commander reports that a city killer will soon reach the city.
City killer was like a giant mech or something.
City hunter, killer. Oh, hey, city killer, hunter, killer, city hunter.
City hunter.
We cut back to the princess who escaped her new open cell and is determined to find a ship to get off the Skyblade. While sneaking past Sith droids and attack droids, Maul is watching all of them wandering around in his hollow surveillance. He orders the droids to recapture the princess, and we quickly see the droids take her by surprise. How do you get surprised by these guys? I mean, when they make noise, whap, whap, whap.
Whap. You don't hear the heavy footsteps coming from them.
And imagine getting ambushed by orcs.
Fucking.
Or being flanked by them.
How? And it's not even stealthy orcs, it's regular orcs.
Maybe they're just too stupid to realize it.
Okay. The whole her at blast point, but she dodges and tests the blade. The droids then grab her and slam her against the wall. To her great surprise, someone flying kicks the Sith droid and goes sliding with it across the floor. I am now reminded of that moment when Hainer had the balls to dropkick Xemnas. He had no fear, and it was great. To her great surprise, it's Anakin. He's using his shielded staff to smash the droids to protect the princess. She yells, asking, "Who are you?" "I'm here to rescue you."
Aren't you a little too short to be a stormtrooper?
Are you really short to be a stormtrooper?
Meanwhile, Darth Maul opened a set of blast doors to reveal himself to Jedi's. Call on a cock! A kazoo version of Duel the Fates starts playing.
Oh god. Oh my.
Yeah, let me find that real quick.
Wait. Okay.
Oh my god, it actually does exist. It's a bad kazoo cover of Duel the Fates.
I wouldn't play it if I were you, because the Content ID bots are so indulgent.
No, I want you guys to play it on your own. I want you guys to turn on volume on your end and start listening to it.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. Let me turn off my mic.
Oh, come. How much is left?
We're on page 8, so one more page.
Oh, Holy Ninja showed up. That's cool.
Oh, Ninja, you're coming in at the tail end, and you're gonna miss out on what us reading the rest. We're gonna be reading
Hey, Ninja.
you should probably stick around to the end so you can catch stupid deaths.
Please do.
Ignite this double.
Not even a full minute, and I hate it.
Ignite this double-bladed saber and engages the two Jedi. Darth Maul demonstrates his power as he reverses their advance, keeping them on the defensive and sending them back down the corridor from which they came. They try to discover they are now also surrounded by more droids. As on both fronts, suddenly they find Anakin and Eris are with them. Also find out they attack droids. Obi-Wan, Anakin, you must take a winter service post. I'm sorry, Master. There's no time. Get her out of here. He clears the path by force pushing a group of them away. Knocking him over. Eric grabs Eris, they run back the chain here, while Obi-Wan rejoins Swanson's fight with Maul. Maul uses his strength to his advance. Obi-Wan tries to attack Maul because to jump on him, cutting Obi-Wan's lightsaber in half. Force pushing him away and then trapping on one of the ship's force fields. Then forces Kenobi to watch him kill his friend Vonsonot right in front of him. So
I did meta today.
Yeah, it's fine. Meta was also late.
We're fashionably late.
Hang on.
That.
Well,
Ninja. Okay, hang on. Ninja, are you available? Wait, no. No, you're spending time with your family. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes it 6 to participate.
Yeah, I think he
joins.
Yeah, I think he's spending time with his family today. So
Are you trying to tell me
it is Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wolf. Don't forget about tomorrow.
I
Just a
won't.
heads up.
What is tomorrow?
Monday. Where
I
everyone
hate
goes back to
Mondays.
school.
I hate
It's also
Mondays, says Garfield. Anyway,
It's also the day where my hours reset.
Yeah.
Gets the jump on them, cutting over one's lightsaber in half, force pushing him away, and then trapping him. Specifically the date is when my hours reset. It's the 12th. Kenobi to watch him kill his friend Vonsonot right in front of him.
I'm cutting Obi-Wan's lightsaber and oh my god!
And Eris has a moment to recognize Anakin. You're that boy from the race. And she just straight up kisses him to his great surprise. Hang on. Trying to find it.
Trying to find a clip.
Yep.
Okay, what clip is that now? What is it now?
My immersion broke.
Why your immersion broke now?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. He has to work today. All right.
Why your immersion broke now?
It's like, why now? Like, why?
I don't know.
Okay.
What?
Why are we still reading this?
Don't worry, it will be all over soon.
Anyways, outside as starfighters are becoming overwhelmed by the rays of drones. Obi-Wan has noticed we worked up, uses the force to destroy the field generators to escape and proceeds to dive right at Maul, seemingly in a rage. But he dodges Maul's swing and force pulls Vonsonot's blade into his hand and activated just in time to block Maul's next blow. Their wild saber slashes puncture coolant vessels around them during their fight, unleashing gas explosions all around. The fight ends up in the reactor core, where we see in the background the same giant red kyber crystal from the opening scene, now powering the super weapon. The aerial battle started to encroach upon the sea as the Skyblade gets within striking distance of the Royal Palace. Its secondary blasters began firing upon the sea below. Above, destroying buildings and scattering civilians. Finally, Obi-Wan cuts Maul in half and he tumbles down the Skyblade's main reactor shaft. Never to be seen again. Obi-Wan tries to disable the firing controls, but all commands have been locked out. Smoke forces him to leave, and he heads back to the hangar bay. Obi-Wan finds Anakin and Eris stuffed into Anakin's starfighter. Listen, you two can bang later.
How old is Anakin in this?
He's a teenager.
So somewhere between 13 and 16?
Yep.
Okay.
He's horny, what can you say?
All right. Logical.
Yeah. Anchor Razor Squadron leaders, Captain Lars.
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 On the Starfire. Obi-Wan's choking and running in front of the smoke and running out of time. Lars tries to pick him up, and he and Obi-Wan are able to fly out just right, but the Skyblade is still set to fire. You see the command droid inside continue to execute the countdown. Captain Lars emerges with the reactors and shutting down. The safety systems have been damaged. Obi-Wan adds, or deliberately switched off. The Rise able to deal enough damage to destroy from the outside to the Skyblade's armor. No control to the inside through steam and gas that filled the hangar bay. The Skyblade has reached the palace and is about to fire. So Aer's pretty much like, oh no, my family and friends. Oh no,
Lars. Why is that sounds familiar?
Oh,
Come on, Lars.
Ah.
Mustafar.
Aaron flies in a smoke gas with his eyes closed, and he uses the force to see through the smoke. He flies in very tight corners, just as we see him doing the swoop
jet.
He fires the reactor core and flies out just in time. With the Skyblade destroyed, the drone reinforces and the tide turns into battle. The Palace Command Center rejoices. But only for a moment, as now everyone gets a panic as debris begins to rain down. Everyone uses their force to push the Skyblade debris towards the ocean away from the palace. Some of the ornate architecture is destroyed, but thankfully no one is hurt. Just perfect. The Jedi Council and Senator Palpatine arrive on Alderaan and greet the victorious survivors. Jedi congratulate everyone on a job well done, but Obi-Wan points out that Anakin ultimately saved the day. Jedi impressed, and the head of the Jedi Council announced that Elijah Period is now a member of the Jedi Order. Anakin tells the Jedi Council he'll take the name Anakin Skywalker. The Jedi does goes among themselves the apparent return of the Sith. The Sith look have not been walking on. There must be another, either his master or his apprentice. Celebration sequence is now restored in a beautifully decorated palace courtyard. Obi-Wan, Anakin, and the rest of the Jedi humbly stand by while Captain Lars and the rest of the fighting pilots and soldiers are pinned with medals by the King and Queen. Anakin sneaks off with their secret kiss in front of the gorgeous Alderaanian twilight.
Oh, God.
And credits.
And there's a fucking Reddit link. Let me see what that link is.
Oh, do not read that subreddit. His description verbs are just... adjectives are just terrible.
Written and directed by
fucking by Sigma.
No,
Sigma
known as a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Bitch.
Okay, I have some reactions. Let's get this out of the way.
Fuck all of it!
Man.
No. I'm done. I'm fucking done. To the garbage dimension with me.
We got connection at the.
Oh, a bunch.
Damn.
You know the rules, and so do I. Say goodbye.
Yeah.
Arrivederci. What are you retarded? Oh, fuck me.
Hey, it's a cheesecake.
Is that everything?
Hang on.
May fire when ready.
What?
Yeah, that one is definitely perfect. It fits.
The cordial lord is not dead, you cretin! You insipid bastards! You peerless babies!
Peerless baby. Yeah, that Death Star scene fits so perfectly with the ending.
Yeah.
You may fire when ready.
You may fire when
We wish to destroy you, uproot your culture, and burn this land to ash!
Hey Magnus, you ever heard of Wincest?
Delete.
Oh no.
What the hell is
Oh, no.
Wincest?
You have sullied your hands with filthy parchments of heresy, guardsman. How do you plead?
What? No!
Too late, heretic.
You inspire your men to study such foul smut, Commissar? You heretic!
Detestable mutants fill your heads with such vile obscenity! Die, heretic! Maybe just one read.
Sister, I need your blood to... Oh, hold on. You're a heretic!
You know what? They're just running around shooting each other down there. Better just lay the exterminatus upon these heretics.
Alright, fire!
And that's it.
Fucking heretics!
All right, is that it? Is it one more, or is it enough?
Hang on. I'm currently my screen's currently frozen. Give it a few. I'm still stuck on this. Just give it a while. Okay. Because I've been spamming these things non-stop and they're starting to slow down.
My lord, I will personally take my halberd and go on a crusade to the Tyrells myself, and I will shove it down the throats of every single one of their pathetic fucking hides, drowning them in their own blood for your glory, my lord!
Oh my god.
So me again.
Darn it, Wolfie broke it. Yes, I did. Oh, Commissioner, I hope no regrets.
You broke it.
What, you got claimed or something?
No, I broke. No, I broke my freaking. It's like I even. Like I said, repeating these things a lot kind of slowed me down.
They've not fighting warriors hand to hand face.
I need to get the absolutely disgraceful one. Hang on. Let's see if there's anyone else I could use.
The sausage spiced my return.
I summon Prohibition Hammer.
Prohibition's only ever expanded.
Father?
Son. Brother.
Brother?
Hot stuff.
What?
Curtailment.
If there's any more, I'm going to play it. I'll let you know I don't.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
Because there may be one more.
Please, let me do one and that's it.
He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived.
And that's it?
That is it.
Good.
No.
God. You know what would be weird? Or it'd just be painful? If we just read Portal fanfics.
Are there any Portal fanfics?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there are.
Really? How much?
Oh yeah. I can't say.
There is a Half-Life fanfic made by some guy named, unless his YouTube name was Elephants on Crack.
Okay. Now then, you reach the greatest part of these types of streams. Reading this.
The dumbest ways to die.
Dumb ways to die.
So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Like tripping on a pebble. Or choking on a
Anyways,
colada.
number 81. Do not over-rely on the Adeptus Arbites during a true battle. Many a trooper has thought, hey, the Adeptus Arbites are equipped like a small army. Surely they can help us when the planet is being invaded. Good. Well, it depends. Planets close to active war zones usually have RBs that balance law enforcement with planetary threats. And as it turns out, on max settings, power malls are very good at snapping spines and smashing skulls. On planets that are more peaceful, though, the RBD seems to be more interested in beating up poor people for breaking nonsensical laws. Apparently, being dissed to it is illegal on more than a few planets and punishable by a fine. Wait, so you mean to tell me that few planets actually have the law of, or if you're poor, it's illegal? And
Holy
Wait,
shit!
what?
That's basically. I wish Los Angeles had that law.
and or shaking them down for tax money for a new law they totally did just make up. But as such, when the chaos calls rioting in the streets who turn the corner out of desperation because the RBs kept being assets, you can't trust in the whole formation. 12 men who were counting on them for supporting fire died. But on the plus side, all the RBs died too, and I now have their outfits for emergency situations.
All right, I'm not gonna read this. Let's red rate 82. I'm eating my cheesecake.
Cheesecake. I love cheesecake.
Oh, you know what's good on cheesecake? Strawberry.
I straight up prefer a strawberry cake. It's the best.
I like chocolate. I like chocolate cheesecake.
You know what I want to try?
What?
A chocolate cheesecake with cherries on it.
Oh yeah. All right, Grant, read.
Okay, AE2. Be careful on where you store the ammunition. This is like 57, except there's another layer to it. A las gun can be left in the mud puddle overnight, and it'll be okay so long as you have 5 minutes. Count 5 minutes to clean it. But the ammunition can be a bit more finicky. This goes double for the bolter ammunition, as those things are explosive shells that contain more explosives, and we want all of that not go to not go off until it's in an orc's face. So when I'm woken up by a loud explosion and I remember that someone left a box of bolter shells by the base's main reactor, I know I'm going to get pulled for corpse disposal duty again. Also, always fast for the day after something like that happens. Trust me on this one.
All right, Matt, number 83.
Simply burning heretical texts.
Heretical.
Might be heretical texts. Text might be a bad idea.
You don't say.
Might be a bad idea. Now, this is a very much an exception to the norm. Most chaos writing alters.
Emperor left.
Oh. Most chaos writings, altars, fetishes, that kind of fetish. Shut up. Can all safely have a glamour taken to it. And should. Now, what I'm talking about is a chaos text where they very ink used to write the words as power. Something only done by extremely powerful sorcerers. These texts need to be shot into the sun of the local system to be disposed of. Because trying to burn it in a normal firework throw around to the demons whose blood was mixed into the ink, of course. I'm not even sure why the missionary was against the idea. Surely the blazing heat of a star is a bigger middle finger than a simple fire. But no, and the last time I saw him, a ward of charred. A change had inverted his body. Oh, speaking of which.
Okay.
I prefer ice cream's cake, especially the Shinji special. I was seeing myself to solitary confinement.
Shinji. That's not an ice cream cake, that's a yogurt cake.
You absolute heretic.
Alright, since YouTube Pepper has left, so okay, I'm reading 84 and then it's back to normal. I'm reading after Welp then. Okay. If you ever see a Lord of Change, run as fast as you can in the other direction and call down an orbital strike. This applies to all greater demons. Why the fuck they spell demons wrong?
No, that's actually another way to spell demons.
That's so fucking wrong.
No, that's not wrong. It's actually another way to spell demons.
Demons. That's how you say that. Really?
No, it's demons. It's still demons. It's just spelled differently.
Yeah.
So, really,
like you know how names of different people have different ways of saying their name.
Yeah, I know. Like Orion is like something you can say with the E, something with an I, something you can say with W. Yeah, I know.
Demon.
Between gods and humans, so basically a demigod.
No, not exactly. But yeah, it's a demon. It's still a demon.
All right, let's just continue. Lord of Change. Is there some kind of shapeshifter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not really, but it's. Hang on. I'm gonna show you a picture instead, and I'll let you take a guess.
Fucking.
That's Lord of Change.
Let me. Lord of Change. Is that from
the giant bird snake?
It's a fucking. Is this from Warhammer?
Yes.
Doesn't look like it.
This is Warhammer.
Holy shit.
These guys are greater demons.
They look like more like biblical angels mixed with the fucking angel from the paintings. If you but Lords of Chains are the only ones I have any experience with. A dedicated kill team of Space Marines going up against one, and the only one still has a 50% chance of not walking away from it. So unless you have got perfectly positioned tank platoon ready to shred it to pieces, drop what you're doing, haul ass, and tell the Navy to blow the frack out of their war spawn. The missionary I mentioned earlier didn't seem to appreciate this. Yeah, your flamer is really going to hurt him, buddy.
Hey, bud, listen here.
Number 85. Don't bother trying to brutalize Slanesh cultists. We sometimes lose ourselves in the heat of the moment, and we want to cause as much pain and suffering to the people we're fighting. At first, one time I woke up in the back of an alley of a high covered in blood that was my own, and I couldn't remember last night at all. Oh, but with Slanesh cultists, it's an exercise of futility. The Inquisition discovered, through a lot of experimentation, I would imagine, that the only way you could really cause them suffering is through total sensory deprivation. Tearing their stomach open and ripping their guts out just makes them jizz their pants. What's more, they're not overwhelmed by the pain and can still kill you. I personally witnessed a couple of cultists kill a friend, both with rock-hard dicks and nipples at the time, even though their organs were flopping out of their chest. Though for the record, it's okay to brutalize their corpses after they're dead. After being vindicated that day, I did things in their bodies that I honestly feel ashamed about and that I'm taking to my grave.
What the fuck? Oh,
Jesus Christ. How is anyone still alive?
Okay, I'm reading 86. Only just anything orc related at the last resort. And I don't just mean the things they make. Orc meat is the most rancid thing you'll ever taste. I tried to keep it down and failed. Considering how bad shit the orcs are, we really shouldn't be surprised that they drink fuel. Gunpowder in their cigarettes, boy, that's not a fucking head explosion ready to come. And their meat ripping for a few days. Only eat or drink anything from them if death is the only alternative. And for Emperor's sake, don't chug orc grog. Just to show how tough you are. That stuff shred your insides. Literally, there's ground up glass in it. Literally drinking glass.
Glass. Yeah.
Sounds so tasty. So tempting. Alright, Grant, your turn.
Alright, number 87.
Yes.
Scroll down for me, Wolf. Thank you. Deaf worlds are called that for a reason. Did you know that the Katachan, or I forget what it's pronounced, doesn't have a standing defense? doesn't have a standing defense army? That's because it doesn't need one. The wildlife on that planet is so vicious, it honestly repels planetary invasion. It's extreme example, but death worlds are named that for a bleedingly obvious reason. On half of them is considered a great achievement to make it to adulthood. And even people who have lived on said planets their entire life are just one slip away from dying. Anyone who goes skinny dipping, oh god, and a lake that turns out to have a giant man-eating serpent in it. Speaking of tarantula, I digress. I would gladly help the natives erect your half digested skeleton under display for stupid people who couldn't read the sign. For the record, the woman I helped put back together was number 999 or 999. If she had been number 1000 or 1000, I would have gotten a free bottle of highly expensive whiskey. Thanks for nothing.
My comrade Dabla, she didn't get me more freaking beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at number 88.
Don't look the other way when your squad mates are doing something heretical. I don't mean that. Heretical. I don't mean heretical. I don't mean that he's not paying respect by not reciting the
6,532nd hymn properly.
Or something. I'm talking about serious chaos worship crap. See, as much as we hate connoisseurs, they exist for a reason. Put bolt shells in the heads of people who think brain to slanish is a reasonable response to not getting laid. Hey, asshole, I don't care how much you like the guy. He's praying to be a being that was born from the dying souls of trillions, if not quadrillions, of elders so he can stick his dick in something. Luckily, you didn't get killed from his... What?
Eldar.
So he can stick his dick in something. Luckily, you didn't get killed from his chaos-related bullshit. The connoisseur just executed the both of you when he found out.
Number 89. Never accuse the warballs of having no balls. I was young. Very young. He kicked me. One of them popped. I was one of the lucky ones, too.
Never accused war boss of having...
Where's my New Hope 2.0? Oh, hey, Mr. Tyrex. Welcome.
You missed.
Oh, fuck.
You just missed it.
Yeah, he missed it.
I just... Oh, God, that sounds bad.
Yeah. It's like, never accused them. They'll take it very... I called Orc Warballs ballless as the Orc War Boss, and I took that personally.
War boss? The fuck is a war boss?
It's essentially the biggest motherfucker you ever laid your eyes upon.
Why the fuck you would say they has no balls? Are you just suicidal? How the hell?
You're dancing with death, my good man.
The fact he was the first. It's common sense.
Oh, for fuck. Alright.
The fact that he lit from that.
I don't want to think about this. Don't.
Just say it. Number 90.
Number 90. Don't play voice trend roulette with any gun. Ever. If you're presumably not suicidal, ergo playing a game which could explicitly kill you is a bad idea. That's basically common sense, right? I fracking wish. Why the fuck is it fracking? This is a few people in one of my old squads tried to out with it. I shit you not. A malfunctioning plasma pistol, mind you. They weren't entirely dense. They're overloaded and aimed away from themselves, and with that they explode from the random trigger pull. It then failed account for the splash radius, overheat plasma, and how many of them survived that? Surprisingly high number, at least for a few days, with their skin melted and their clothes and their flesh turning into goo from amounts of radiation poisoning. Remember why he wouldn't turn a gun into a makeshift grenade? They trying to do a Russian roulette with a malfunctioning blaster?
Possibly.
Mind you, plasma guns are extremely powerful, but they're not. But they're very rare to come across.
Oh my fucking god!
How are these people have not lost the war yet? How?
Because they're too stupid to live. That's why.
I mean, they're getting shot at, blown up, whatever else.
They're too stupid to die. Yeah, that's correct. They're too stupid to die. No, they're too insane to die.
Hey, Wolf, does that sound familiar?
Yes, it reminds me so much of. It reminds me of our entire party.
We're too fucking stupid to die.
No,
We're
too
just
crazy to die.
Bad shit insane.
All right, Grant, your turn. 91.
Right. 91. Scroll down for me, Wolf, please. Thank you. Remember that orcs reproduce via spores? A bad thing about orcs is that they come back to life unless you burn everything in a 10-mile radius of anywhere they have been to ashes. It's not the worst thing about them. That would be either their homicidal rampages across star systems or their lack of grammar skills. But it's bad enough that you'll want to keep your flamer on you at all times. My company forgot theirs one time and were for some reason surprised when the orcs they killed 10 years ago ended up overrunning the planet and they had been fighting on. Losing that system, a critical world's worth of resources. A lot of people were executed for that monumental frag up. Several of them by me personally, and the reason I got to live is because I joined literally a week after that particular battle. Thank the Emperor.
Thank the. Seriously,
YouTube
what the fuck? What kind of orcs are these? They're so bizarre.
These are. To best explain this, these orcs are not regular orcs. They are actually created by these this race called the Old Ones as a weapon against the Necrons.
Yes, I know why they are created.
Yes, but the thing is, their entire thing is that there was supposed to be nothing holding them back, and that they were an endless war machine that didn't, and that existed only to fight and nothing else. So because of that, they were able to reproduce vice force. And they have a gestalt psychic field that allows them to bend the rules of reality onto their will, and by having certain things happen. Like, for example, red ones go faster, meaning anything painted red is bound to go faster just because they say it does. Anything.
Wouldn't it be?
Are there a bunch of grayish stews then?
Huh?
Wouldn't that be my turn?
No, they're not Mary Sue's. They're just so stupid, and they're just so stupid that they bend the world, and that it's just that their logic transcends reality and warps it. It's because they have because of their gestalt psychic field of might makes right, and what they believe is true is true.
So, if they believe that they can win the war against humans, they would already won.
Nope, that's not how that goes. It's certain things. Like, it's orc logic, essentially. Like, orc logic is what it's called. Let's just call it orc logic.
Okay.
They don't believe, because number one, they won't just say win a war against humanity. Because they had to fight them a good fight. They like fighting.
They're just too stubborn to admit they. Oh yeah, makes sense. All
they're
right,
not stubborn. They just want to fight. That's all they want to do.
All right,
Bronze, basically. Bronze over brains.
Yes,
very much so.
Meta, your turn.
Number 92.
Segways are not proper military vehicles. I am seriously having a hard time figuring out if this is real, but I've seen too much evidence to the contrary to pass it up. So apparently, Imperial Guardsmen sometimes make massive charges with segways. Why? I can walk faster than half of those things. They take up both of your arms, so you can't do that shooting thing you want to do when charging, and just look like an asshole. Maybe the plan is that the enemy will laugh themselves to death. Maybe. From the records that I've seen, that's a little overly optimistic. And I mean, am I overly optimistic? I mean, if you think that'll work, I think you've usually been skull fucked by Tigger secrets.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Number 93. Don't interfere with the Imperial census work. Also, occupation army. It sounds like the Flood. Not really. They don't get smarter. They just get bigger.
Yeah.
They get bigger, but never smarter.
They get big as a kaiju?
No. But size does determine who is the strongest.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
Of course, they want to beat up whoever's the strongest. So
93.
One official from the Adeptus Administratum tried to prevent an attempt on a traitorous planetary governor by setting mercenaries to kill the operative in order to buy the subjects some time to flee. It was somewhat successful until the operative snuck on the governor's ship and used his gun to blow the fracking jackass's head off. It turns out that after the Vindicator had indicated this particular administrative official, he let the bastard die in the most painful way by slathering the arsehole with honey and milk and hanging him from a high porch. The intent was to have stray animals slowly bite off chunks of his flesh, and this is a fate I wouldn't wish upon anyone.
Honey and milk?
Yep.
The fuck? I know there's some kind of weird... Okay. Removing a bullet on a battlefield doesn't help anyone. Too many kids in the guard nowadays act on a crappy propaganda movies where they need a dramatic scene, so they have a surgeon rip a solid projectile that was stuck in some 15-year-old blue blood who couldn't act but wanted to be famous. I mean, brave soldier. But the thing is, a bullet or other that has come into a full stop that's already done all its damage. And digging in with it just going to make it the poor bastard or they will lose more blood. Even if it's poison, odds are already made its way into the bloodstream. As that Darth Elbar thing and their poison work fast. So your attempts as heroes are going to kill the guy faster because you're rated combat knight tearing his chest apart instead of going for him. Would have thought. Minor section. You do need to get the bullet out of it if it's an explosive round that hasn't gone off.
Number 95.
Alright, I just don't get it. Why the fuck you... Okay. Whatever. Guys, continue. 95. Grant?
Oh, sorry, my bad. I dozed off. Actually, no, I did doze. I dazed off. Are we on number 5? Number 95?
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. Maintain any cybernetics that you have. This goes double if they are secondhand. Anyone who makes a joke about that gets my boot up their ass. The Imperium has incredibly advanced medical technology, but you have to be important enough for them to bother using it on you. After decades and decades of service and fighting in dozens of war, I qualified for implants that weren't used by someone else before. They were low budget. Tell me about it. But I was the first one to wear them. And you've got to maintain all of them, or they'll crap out on you at the wrong moment. So no, your leg leaking gray fluid isn't something that will just go away, and you will have no one but yourself to blame when it gives out on your lady. I told you to maintain that thing, but you just said, "I'll do it later." You're so fucking lucky that Dark Eldar accidentally shot you in the head.
How is that lucky?
Let's say Dark Eldar would do more to you if you were alive. And a bunch of very depraved stuff. Because your suffering is actually needed.
Yep.
Anyways.
96.
Blue Bloods, Rule 96. Blue Bloods couldn't be more stuck up if they tried. Dear Emperor, nobles prove that Zeech exists and is laughing at our misery. Think about it. How could something so stupid exist unless that tentacle monster stopped hunting for teenage schoolgirls?
Oh god.
I've seen enough head tie to know where that was going.
Probably pissed he didn't get to Fulgrim first. And blew his load all over the Imperium.
Oh, good lord.
They seem determined to fuck over the Imperium. If they're not blowing thrones, that seems to be the currency of the Imperium, and we can really make up their mind if it is or not, on their diamond encrusted toilet seats or gold-plated jock straps. Yes, really. They're doing much dumber things, like the time they had their servants carry them to the battlefield in suspended chairs. And then the rebels shelled them. Predictable results were predictable, and the considerate pricks that had all of their weapons studded with jewels. Do they have any idea how hard it is to pull that crap off a power source so people won't know it was looted?
Alright. Number 97. Purple does not equal stealth. It is a same well-known fact that orcs can slightly bend reality they collectively believe something. Like, well, let's go faster. My sister actually sabotaged an orc vehicle by dumping pink paint on it. That was a freaking funny day. That said, it only works for orcs. So trying to play against their weaknesses by putting on a purple bodysuit is not going to get you through their camp for recon. Well, we did learn one thing, no. Apparently the orcs did copy one thing from Unicorns that we didn't know about. Wishbone pulling.
Well, I'm idea. What the hell? The fucking humans don't pay any brain, so they move faster.
Anyways, number 98.
All right. Remember that we need to eat. I lost track on the number of times we run low on rations because it's more scientific to pack guns than it's food. More than once I had to eat, i.e. force down and try hard not to vomit up Emperor's Mercy bars, and at one point I gave up and just ate them. Damn, those bars must suck ass. More protein there, and more plague. The more important thing is that soldiers need the food just as much as they need ammo. At least with food, we won't die for the Eldar. It must have been odd for them. They seemed to hundreds of thousands of soldiers starving and forced to retreat, aiming those who have already died. I wonder if they were disappointed that they didn't get to use their elaborate, complicated plan.
Yes, actually, yeah. Like there's actually soil that's soil fertilizers, I think it's called, and it's literally made from dead people. It's like it's a plant that's grown from dead people, from using dead people as a fertilizer.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Also, I found punctuation error at the last sentence because the writer is questioning, like, I wonder. So it should be like a question mark at the end, not a period. Anyways, number 99. Dark Eldar are not fucking kinky. What is wrong with people? I'm not going to judge you for your kinks. We all have a few, but the Dark Eldar are not people who engage in naughty fun times. They put you through the most unbearable torture possible so that they can fend for Slaanesh.
Slaanesh.
For gobbling.
Slaanesh.
For gobbling up their souls for a few more miserable years. So don't flirt with them, and for Emperor's sake, don't let them near your food. I risked my life to mercy kill someone who was being carried off by Dark Eldar, and I'm not doing it again.
He's like, God damn it, I gotta go mercy kill this guy.
Let's hope at least the one that's been carried out by Deathall is his commissar. That fucker deserves it.
This is a long one.
Oh god.
Actually, how about we do this in pairs? I read the top then Latvian will read the next one, then Grant will read the next one, and then Meta will read the last one.
Aww.
Let's do this.
All right. Be wary of angry loved ones. There was a brave young woman. Well, if she had been living on a peaceful planet, she would have been burned. On the battlefield, she was older. There was another young lady who made her heart flutter. This second woman was wounded and under fire when one of our lines was overrun by chaos invasion, one that the Eldar caused via manipulation. The first woman had a fire in her eyes I had never seen before. She abandoned her position and flitted between enemy lines. I got distracted by a sniper trying to take my head off, but when I had put a burn hole in her throat, 12 cultists were dead, and the one was running back towards me, her sweetheart in her arms. Latvian?
The commander was furious, and not because she had thrown his plans into jeopardy, but because he was one of those pricks who don't like his soldiers eating without his say-so. He stood there, screaming at her, lasers and dark projectiles still flying. God damn, he's a fucking idiot. She stood her ground, glaring at him, her sweetheart whimpering in her arms. Then he pulled a pistol away. You can't shoot your own man. What, you nuts? Do you want to lose?
No, Grant?
Anyways, now I doubt he was expecting the heavy weapons expert to kick him in the kneecap so hard that it shattered. Ooh, anyways, I doubt he was expecting the sister of battle to sear his trigger hand on the blackened shell, and I doubt that he expected the sergeant to use a stolen Eldar pistol that he had a few shots left in it to reduce his corpse to a red mist and making it look like the Eldar did it. Anyway, the moral?
Meta?
Don't threaten my daughter. Ignore that. That was just for the dog.
Wait.
That's right. That was his daughter.
Her daughter's a fucking
X.
That's right.
Wait. So her daughter is some kind of
his daughter. Yes, his daughter is a soldier.
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if she dies again. With this fucking fanfic, you wouldn't be surprised. There's females dying every 20.
Yeah, no, it's only if they're so dumb that they died. Like, remember, this is avoiding stupid deaths. It's
what happens if those stupid deaths happen by accident? That you accidentally cause these?
Like sometimes it's common sense that gets overridden.
Accidentally, by mistake, not by sheer stupidity.
Oh, by the way, he edited 89 to make it possible. Oh, never accuse a war boss having no balls.
Don't mention that again. I don't want to hear it.
All right, and that was this.
Oh, finally. Is this the end?
Yeah, this is the end.
Finally.
All right, everybody. This was. I hated this kind of. No. Well, I more like hated what I had to read for today because it's like I've already read this before and it was really bad. So at least I was able to finish it off with reading stupid deaths. So, anyways, everyone, until next time, next Saturday, we're going to be reading we're going back to Gatehammer Fantasy Battle. It's going to be quite a long one because my hours reset and I get to stream for as long. As within the 4-hour limit. So we're probably going to try harder to get to at least a stopping point. At least complete a full chapter. At least be able to complete 2 full chapters instead of 1.5. So, anyways, until next time, everybody. I'm Wise Wolf.
Yep,
and you could check out Latvian's channel in the description as well as with Grant and YouTube Emperors.
I'm Grant Harper, aka the Emotional Guy. Please check out my content, music, animation, you name it.
All right. Until next time, everybody.
And Meta.
Yeah.
And
I don't have a YouTube channel.
Oh. Say bye to the audience.
All right.
Peace out, everybody. Hope you have a good day and night, wherever you are.
Actually, you can find me in Meta actually on Rowan 6 Entertainment on Rowan 6 on Rowan 6 channel. Well, every Friday at 8 p.m. EST we stream Edge of the Empire. Be sure to check us out.
As always, may the force be with you and let your emotions soar sky high. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.